welcome. I'm the Rayquaza Knight. AU's here today with me. We're playing some Minecraft. So I hope you all enjoy. So here we are. I'm currently at my new base. AU found
I've
the
been
jungle.
attacked!
AU found a jungle.
Where am I?
Where are you? Where are you actually?
I have no fucking clue.
She found the area when I logged out.
Oh
So,
wait, I know where I am. Okay, I'm good. I think?
Wait.
I'll get it right. I'll figure it out.
I can't
Oh, that's a
see you
creeper.
anywhere. I just need to quickly get my stream display up a bit. There we go. There we go. Can I see you anywhere? So this is my new base. It's quite large. It's quite a lot of stuff here. I spent all of yesterday building this. I found some carrots and potatoes. I also went back and found my body after I came back online. I don't know where AU is currently, but do you want me to TP you to me?
Oh, there's a parrot. Hold on. Don't you fucking dare.
I'll wait until you've done that.
Don't TP me. I vaguely remember what I was doing.
Okay, well, if you see my base, you'll probably see my base.
Thomas, if I can travel thousands of blocks to find you a jungle with pandas, I can find my way home. That's just like 200 blocks away.
I'll tell you where my base is anyway. You might be able to see it. I need to go see. Oh,
Yes.
best friends forever.
I have diamond horse armor. Where? What a treasure! Was I digging for treasure? What the fuck was I doing?
I don't know what you were doing. You did it after.
I remember it was. No, we both ended at the same time.
Really? Yeah, but you like continued on for a couple of minutes afterwards.
No.
No?
No. I looked out like maybe 5 minutes after you did.
Oh, there's just a skeleton in the water.
Wait.
Damn.
Oh, there you go.
Keep inventory is on now because I hate dying immediately.
Yeah, I mostly put on for yourself.
Yeah, because I'm terrible at living.
I think it makes very little difference to me and Lydia because we tend to be pretty okay with dying.
Pretty okay, and you're not too bad at like running into danger, like I am.
No, I'm very paranoid.
I run directly into danger. There is a jungle temple around here somewhere. Because I saw it when I was doing a little exploring of the jungle. So I'm gonna stop here. Take my boat with me because I don't like leaving it behind.
Can you shoot me some cool coordinates, my dude?
My base is close by. If you want to join me in the temple, we can do it together.
You can just tell me that your current
F3. I am currently at minus 227, plus 69, and 511 is my...
Cool. I'm approximately 300 blocks away from you diagonally, so just, don't ask me how I did this. I don't fucking know. I have a boat on me, so maybe I was in a boat? I don't know.
Maybe you were.
There's some coal here, I'm gonna take it, cause I'm always low on coal in Minecraft. It's just never there.
I'm just currently gathering up melons.
I swear, if we had tree decapitator, it would be so much easier making charcoal.
It makes so much easier for me to cut down trees.
I swear, it's like the one thing.
Wait, oh, that's lava over there. Okay.
Because if you can just make charcoal, it's so much easier to be able to maintain fuel.
I looked up one thing. There is another new fuel. If you have that seaweed, if you have seaweed, you can.
Oh yeah, the kelp block.
Yeah, you can use that as fuel.
Fuel? Yeah. I thought it was just a building material, but I guess.
Oh my god! I found the parrot that I had before. Come on. Please.
I have a blue IKEA parrot.
I have the blue as well. Yay!
Oh, we have twin parrots.
Okay. Come with
That's a
me,
chicken.
Babby. My little Babby. Is that a chicken over there? Yeah, that's a chicken.
Are there texture packs that make brown chickens?
No, it's white chickens in my texture pack.
I've never seen a texture pack with a brown chicken. I'm
Oh, there's
questioning
plenty
why.
of them. There's plenty of them. But, like, it's very rare that people use them.
Well, I like brown chickens.
Oh, brown chickens are very, very, like, they're the most common ones used by people for eggs. Like, if you have domestic chickens.
I found your base.
Yeah. It's quite large, isn't it?
It's very easily,
Seen.
to get to your second floor.
Yeah. I do need to fix that.
Yeah. I think it's okay for is it 2 blocks? Yeah, you're okay with mobs, but
what happened? I do have griefing
I fell and went down to like 4 hearts, but I'm okay.
Did you fall down to my docks?
Yeah. Well, gravel next to your docks. I missed the thing by like 1 block.
There's something down there.
I'm gonna steal some cocoa trees.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not from you, just around the area.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not the owner of the jungle. I just live here.
Wonderful.
I just live in the jungle. That's all. I'm still looking for this temple. I knew I saw it.
I've also seen it. I've at least seen cobble.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen the full temple.
The temple is around here somewhere. I know it's here somewhere.
If I see it on my way back, I'll notify you.
Yeah, because it's in this area. I was thinking of actually building my base in the temple. Oh, here it is.
Neat.
Here it is. I found it. But I'm not going to. Maybe I might make a storage facility in it or something. Okay. Okay, Parrot, where are you gone? Yeah, come here. Could you sit down, please? Like, could you sit there, and I'll come back to you. Okay. Do I have any torches? No, I don't.
You can get saplings just from punching leaves, right?
Yeah. Is it okay to, yeah, it's probably okay. I'm just going to, take apart the temple's traps.
Yeah, it's safe. Just don't trigger them.
Yeah, I just rather not, experience the whole thing. Okay. Bamboo. All this. Now cut down this. Okay, redstone repeater. All that stuff.
Okay, I got 1 jungle sapling. I need at least, I guess, 6.
Okay. You need at least
My
6.
music is loud. What's happening?
Okay, I forget where the jungle traps are in these things.
I just checked Discord because you got the notification. I didn't realize you posted your title, and mine's different completely, so it's okay. I just put down Panda's Badlands Minecraft.
Oh shit!
Oh, but kaboom!
It made the sound for kaboom, but it didn't actually go kaboom.
How interesting. A fucking bird.
Wait, does griefing turn off TNT?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's probably it.
That's kind of underwhelming, though.
It turns off creeper damage at least, because like we're
It shouldn't, though. It should be separate.
Yeah, it should be separate. Like, if we want to do like an end of the... Like, if we get a lot of TNT, we can turn it back on, and we can do like a thing with that. Okay. Okay, there's nothing else in here. Got a good haul out of here.
This is ridiculous. I've gotten 2 fucking saplings from punching leaves.
Okay, so there was only 2 chests in here, pretty much. Is there only 2
Isn't there
temples?
usually 3?
Okay, so I need to go strip down everything else in this room.
Maybe I could be mistaken. It's been years. I don't know what they've changed. Okay,
I'm
I've
just gonna
deforested
haul
a bit.
out
I'm leaving.
the
Uh-oh.
lower floor.
I'm gonna take some vines. Those are leaves.
You might be nearby, because I heard something break.
I doubt it. But sure.
What's making that noise? It sounds like a creeper's going off, but it's not actually.
Is
going
it your
off.
parrot that is following you?
It's my parrot. It's my parrot, the little shit.
I've told you they mimic creeper noises sometimes. It's spooky.
Because I was wondering, because, like, is there TNT inside a freaking jungle temple? Yeah, it's definitely the freaking,
It's your parrot.
It's my parrot. Little shit.
They make also like bone rattling noises. Where the fuck am I?
Okay, I'm also gathering up all the moss stone from here because I really like moss stone. It looks nice.
Minus 30.
Let's see. Okay,
That's the wrong way.
the wrong way?
I'm going the wrong way to our base, I believe. I have no way of checking because I didn't record that session. The previous ones I could just look at my VODs when I was being stupid.
You're close enough to spawn. If you just go back to 0,
Not
0, you
now.
might be able to find it.
I accidentally moved up to 800 because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I can see it from my house. It's literally diagonal from my house.
Look.
Okay.
I went the wrong way. That's all there is. It's also nighttime, which is a bit spooky, but it should be good.
Okay. Oh, Jesus! Oh, no!
What day is it?
No!
It's day 1! Wonderful. Oh. Impaled by drown.
Frickin'... He's literally sitting... He's sitting under my house.
Oh, I found a panda!
Yeah, there's a lot of pandas around here.
Oh my god, there's 2 pandas! Hello, pandas! They make such cute sounds. You take forever to you put them in go cats.
Yeah, there's a wait, why is my stuff... Oh, there it is.
Can you put a panda in a Minecraft cart?
No clue.
You can put a horse in a minecart.
Probably then.
These pandas are on their backs and they're running around. Thomas, give up.
Well,
unless you have to get your stuff.
He's currently under my house, and he's just shooting at me.
Oh well, I just walked past your house and I'm not dealing with that. Because I have to get home.
Like, every time I go down to the lower levels, he's going to attack me.
Oh, those are skelly boys! Ouch. Oh.
I'm going to get
These mountains are cool because they've got like vines on them in the jungle.
Where are you?
Me?
No, stupid, like, Trident boy. Where's Trident boy? I don't see him.
I heard a baby zombie.
Baby zombie is around.
Baby zombies are fucking a nuisance and deadly.
Okay. Come on. Why aren't you flying up here? Come on, you idiot.
That's
okay, I'm gonna give you like a little place to sit. There, you can sit there. I'm not gonna lose you if you sit there. I probably will lose you actually if you sit there.
Oh, there's a
so
skeletons
don't
and a
exactly
creeper.
Thank you, little boy. Who's a good little boy. Now I'm gonna quickly put everything away into my chests. Okay.
I remember how all this started because I wanted a cat. And I'm instead coming back with a bird from the jungle.
Lydia had a cat and you were like, oh, I really want that cat.
Yeah. And then I got sidetracked because I saw a second village and I was like, I wonder what's in this direction. And then I found the jungle and I'm like, Thomas, you gotta get your ass in here.
It was like a better jungle than the last one. I was like, oh, that's such a depressing jungle. The last one.
It was. I think it was called like a sparse jungle.
Yeah.
I'm near a village if you want to sleep.
Okay, I'll just quickly gather up all my cobble and run up.
I might have to steal someone's bed.
I just need to climb up to my bed.
Oh, they're not sleeping. That's a bunch of fucking sociopaths. What are you, me last night who only got 3 hours of sleep? Ha! Ha!
Oh dear.
I
5
don't wanna
times
talk
that
about it.
drown. That fucking drown. 5 times he got me.
I'm breaking your bed. I'm stealing your bed. I'm sleeping in your bed. Monsters nearby?
They might be.
Whoa!
That might be.
That's
under
a husk.
What?
That was a husk.
A husk? Oh, the
Desert zombie.
That's a weird thing that they added in. Why didn't they just
I did it.
normal zombies?
I accidentally punched a villager. I think he got a bit spooked.
Was there an iron golem about?
There was, but I think it's far enough away. Let's say that.
Next couple of minutes, it's coming after you. Oh dear.
Okay, I'm sleeping.
This one is definitely going onto YouTube. The last one, it just took so long to find an area to set up base. Not gonna bother doing that one up to YouTube.
Coal for emerald, or 8 emerald for an enchanted sword with bane of arthropod.
Arthropods.
Which is only useful for spiders, which means it sucks.
Oh dear.
Gonna loot this village.
I need to get torches. I've no torches on me because I used all my torches.
Do you have coal?
I don't have any coal, but I had plenty of wood to make.
Oh, I have saddle. Can I tame you, horse?
Oh,
you're a shit horse.
Torches. I thought I used all my
That's a
torches.
creeper!
Creeper.
Uh-oh. Don't kill my horse.
I'm gonna take a bit
I
of wood
hit
and
my
craft
horse!
No!
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Horse, I have no wheat to heal you, but be my friend.
Be my
Please,
friend.
you're pretty.
I punched you, but be my friend.
Actually, it was an iron sword.
Oh Jesus, that's a lot of
I
health
forgot-
to lose.
I forgot that iron swords have a fucking slash instead of a hit like an axe, because I always use axes.
Oh,
and axes
dear.
are direct, but fucking swords have that range attack or whatever.
That special whoosh.
That whoosh that hits 3 people at once.
Oh dear.
This horse hates me. I wonder why.
Smashed him in the face with a sword.
Oh, it loves me now.
He loves me.
You
I'll
have
hit him with
diamond
a
armor
sword
now,
and see
horse.
if he'll love me. That's Stockholm
Uh-oh.
syndrome right there.
I found the stupid husk. Die.
Oh, some copper. Copper.
Husks are annoying because they don't die from the sun like they should.
Oh. I guess that's a way of doing like a unique version of the zombie.
Yeah, like drowned can swim, but zombies can't. They sink, but then they can turn into a drowned. Why are they trying to kill us? What did we do to Mojang?
Well, I think it was a whole thing that people wanted better combat and better monsters. So I think it was just the fact that people asked for it, so they gave it to us.
Thanks, random people. I've never heard talk about that. I mean, I guess I've heard it. That's why they added the wither, right?
Yeah, that's why they added the wither. They wanted better monsters in the game. They
were like, well, no one's really doing the wither except for weird completionists. Let's add more everywhere mobs to make everyone suffer.
Want to suffer and die immediately. Oh, there's some gravel here. Wonderful.
I still don't understand how horses work with swimming, but, you know.
Well, horses
one day I will.
They do swim, but it's very rare.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah. Like, not swimming.
I don't get it.
Why can't they swim in Minecraft?
Because they can go in the water, but then you get this weird bar if you press this base bar, and I don't know if it's swimming or if it's stamina or
I
if
think
it's
it's
drowning.
jumping. I think that has to do with jumping, and they just don't like swimming in the game.
I don't fucking know.
It's a
What's on
stupid
my
system.
tree?
Why can't they swim? In real life, horses can swim in a situation where they have to.
Yeah.
Like, even in Skyrim, the horses work somewhat in the water.
Oh, it's a growing tree.
A growing tree?
I guess that's my texture pack. I don't know. I'm unclear.
I'm just
But hey, it
currently
looks neat.
going down deep underground.
Deep underground. There is no longer bedrock.
You're trying to sing the...
It's deep slate.
Oh god. You're trying to sing Screw the Nether. That theme that everyone remembers.
Yeah, but I refuse to sing, so I find it very difficult to...
It's a very good way to remember that you need 10 blocks for a bloody nether portal.
12 if you're feeling special.
Yeah, if you're feeling special and want to waste your time.
And 14 if you're me and always likes to prepare for the fucking enchantment table. Oh, my chest, what happened? It's horrendous.
Oh, is that
it's
iron?
Not at all.
I found some iron. Every bit of
parrot?
iron I've found so far has been like in chests.
Sit.
So
there we go.
This is my first bit of actual iron this time.
I hope my parrot doesn't make noises when it's next to my chest and terrifies me.
Well, I have left my parrot upstairs so he doesn't get killed by inevitable lava or something that's going to kill me. I'm just making a staircase down, and I don't know how far it went.
Oh yeah, I brought Lydia her poison potatoes.
Oh, 15 down. Okay, I'm at level 15.
It goes to minus 64, I think.
Okay.
But that's when shit gets real scary, so be careful,
I can hear
friend.
water. There's like a weird... Yeah, that's a water cave.
Oh, I hate them. They're so scary. I think they're really cool once you get, like, Oracle Infinity and all that jazz.
Okay, it's quite large. I just like to get a way up again and make a way.
Free server hosting. Thank you.
It's not as intrusive as the last server we had.
I think it's more often, but it's not as huge on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, they have stalagmites.
Yeah, that's what you can find whole caves like that, and if you break the block that they're resting on, they drop and do damage to whatever's under it.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting way of doing it.
And if you jump on them once facing upwards, they do damage to you as well, so be careful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, currently they're in water, so I'm not really that scared about it.
Oh yeah, but if you find like giant caves with them and like some of them are in gravel and you're not paying attention, you could die.
Oh Jesus. Just randomly get impaled by a falling pillar of stone.
They really want to kill us, huh?
Okay, there's iron over there. I'm not going to mine in the water first. I might have to clear out all this water.
I will say though, I'm so hyped for the frogs in the next update. I want the frogs.
You
so
want
bad.
Kermit the Frog?
I just want frogs. I don't know why, but the second they were like, hey, we're gonna put frogs in this game, I'm like, fuck it, I want all of them.
Okay, I have access to that water cave if there's like a way of making like... Oh, that's a very ominous noise. You know those, you're near a, like a spawner noise?
Oh, yeah. They got a lot worse in the recent years. They're more spooky.
Literally, I remember I remember when they were like very, very like, just like screeching noises. Now they're just
Or you'd
like,
hear like an echoing in the cave, and now it's
yeah,
like, here, do you want screaming in the distance followed with like ladder that lasts a minute and you can't do anything about it? No?
enjoy.
Too bad.
Welcome to Minecraft and hell.
The scariest horror game you never knew you needed.
Oh god, and we grew up with this game.
It's still
Literally.
terrifying.
It'll never not be terrifying. Like, this is one of like the games we grew up on that actually did terrify us when we were younger.
People are. It still terrifies me. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? But people are still growing up with it. It's just they're growing up with newer versions, and then like
They're growing up
10
with the
years from
better-
now, when they have 1.56, they'll be like, "Hey, I remember when I played 1.18."
Oh my god.
You know?
Imagine if it managed to get to like 2 point something.
It'll never reach 2.
Oh, imagine
Don't
if it
even
did.
make these jokes. No,
Imagine.
impossible.
What have I found? What is this weird block? Oh, it's granite. I think it's granite. Is it granite?
Yeah, you can make it into smooth granite, and it looks like
Oh no,
real
it's
life
turf.
Oh, turf.
Yeah, what is turf?
Turf.
It's just turf.
I don't know if you can do anything. I don't think you can. Where's mine?
Like,
There
turf
it is.
in real life could be used as like a fuel, but it's never this deep down. It's usually on the surface of the frickin' thing, and it doesn't look grey.
Turf. Yeah, you can't do anything in it. You can put it on the ground, like pats. Building blocks.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to toss away. I'm not really a fan of. Oh, there's a big cave here.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm at the top of the cave, and what is this? There's a odd block in front of me. What is this? Dipstone block.
Dripstone.
Dripstone. Okay, so it's limestone, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what the whatever falls.
Stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to make a path into this. Oh Jesus, this is a huge cave.
Yeah, they made them chunky in this update. You can find real big ones. It's cool though, isn't
that
it?
a creeper back there? Yeah, that's a creeper back there.
It's cool though.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I'm going to dig my way in there, but I just need to make a path in. I don't think I'm going to go in there. I'm probably going to put a door on it and not touch it for a while.
I'm gonna
Oh
go
Jesus!
mining.
No! I didn't mean to fall down here. Leave me alone!
One second.
Stupid zombie! Okay. Okay, where did I fall down? Okay, there's where I fell down. Okay. Also, like, I looked at the trailer for this, and I saw a few things that were interesting. But to be honest, I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to game trailers, when it comes to, like, new updates. Because I watch a lot of the Clay ones, which are really good. They're like they've like made a whole storyline with them. It's just really good with every one of their IPs. The one for Oxygen Not Included is literally literally having all the characters show off the new actions, and they make it really terrifying. Last one they did, one of the characters gets killed by trying to make every other character laugh. It's actually really terrifying.
It sounds like a Saturday to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Dying from
dear.
attempting to make someone laugh.
Oh god. Okay, this is a big ass cave and there's a skeleton after me. I'm going to die in a couple of seconds.
There's a creeper in front of my mine interest and it despawned! Wow!
Lucky you!
Why? That doesn't work.
Just
Oh
waiting
well.
for this skeleton to piss off.
I'm making my way down to my cave.
And you will hopefully not meet a creeper.
I'm gonna dig this way now. Because I dug the other way and I got no cave.
Why does it take so much food to fill up your hearts in this?
Yeah, I've noticed they... Like I said, it seems they really just want you to die.
And it's not that hard to kill me in this game.
I mean... But even more so, like, this is easy as well. Imagine, like, hard or normal.
I don't know if this server's on easy. I didn't even touch
It is,
it
it's
is.
default easy, because I made my own and it's defaulted to easy because I was gonna immediately change it to easy.
There you are, you stupid little shit, you. Die! Die!
Like, how would you manage doing hardcore? And I don't mean like continuing a level you started like a couple updates back, like starting hardcore in this update.
It would not work. It's literally...
You'd have to be mining for like 20 days getting like diamond armor or anything before you could...
Oh god,
like,
before you could even do anything. Like,
yeah.
you just run into a creeper and it would just immediately kill you. It's just...
Make an underground base.
You'd need to carry around a bucket of water for creepers. Because that literally neutralizes their whole thing. Which is
they're damage for the blocks, not the damage they would give to you.
I found it does soak up a bit of damage as well.
A bit, but not all of it.
Yeah, you do take at least 3 or 4 hearts. But it's not as much as if you were to take it if it wasn't a big old bash with them.
They're still not good.
Okay. I'm exploring this massive cave, and I haven't died yet, thankfully. I do like the fact that it actually drips down. It's nice to have, like, some...
actual caves and not just hallways.
But that was fine. Like, even back then, that was fine.
Not for me. I hated mining like that. It was so repetitive. I get lost so easily.
Like, most mod packs made caves mostly into ravines. Like, you mined in ravines and that was it.
Yeah, because most of them had like 50 fucking ore that you needed to like do anything. So it'd be easier if you just made the mines bigger.
Okay, is that going to get rid of all this lava? Oh my god, there's a massive pool of lava down there.
Oof.
It's like the Nether. Jesus.
Oh, did you find one of the lava lakes?
It's huge.
You might have then.
Oh my god. Yeah, like I have like a waterfall of magma going down into the frickin' to the lava. Jeez. I better light up this area so monsters don't spawn here. Wow. This place is so large. I have lit up quite a bit of it, but like...
I want to check out your stream and I got a fucking ad. I can't.
I'm sorry that the ads happen, but like that's just how that works.
I know.
Like I
I'm
turn
not blaming
them off.
you.
I actually turn them off, and they still send them.
Thomas, I'm not blaming you. I'm complaining that the internet is like littered with ads now everywhere.
I've actually started using an ad block. That's how annoyed I am with ads. Like YouTube
it's ridiculous. Have you tried watching any short videos on YouTube?
Yes.
You lose your mind.
I've been trying for a while now, and I'm just like, fuck it, ad block now. And recently, not kidding, I saw a person put up a fucking thing that said, don't use ad block, and I was like, that's what's going to send me to using ad block. Thank you very much for making my decision for me.
Yeah.
It's just like, I hate those people who say, don't use ad block. If you haven't earned my respect yet, you're not going to get that.
Like, I get if you're like, have like an indie website or whatever. Yeah, sure. On YouTube?
On YouTube? And
you're telling me not to use ad block
and you have
on
like
YouTube?
500 people watching your content?
Thomas, actually not. I tried to listen to music on YouTube last night. every song, which all of them are around 3 minutes, a lot of the newer ones are less than 3 minutes nowadays,
Yeah.
get 2 ads at the start that are unskippable, and then you get 2 ads at the end who are not skippable. And they're all like almost a minute long each.
Oh
Like,
dear.
for a 2-minute music video, I have to sit there for 6 fucking minutes because there's fucking ads playing that I can't skip.
I hate the fact that YouTube has literally turned into what we knew it was going to turn into eventually. I was just
A corporate
optimistic.
entity.
Well,
Yeah.
it was always going to be a corporate entity because it pretty much
Yeah,
started
but
out as that.
people are hoping it at least be somewhat creator friendly as opposed
Yeah.
to like Google and fucking Nintendo, not
But,
Nintendo,
well, well,
Disney and all
Google has
that
turned
shit.
into its owner, so
I
it's
mean,
natural.
Google and Disney owns everything. Disney does own everything.
And then Nintendo's making all the money.
Nintendo's like mostly chill.
It's
Occasionally
mostly
they'll
chill,
do something
yeah. It does
dumb,
something
and then you're
stupid,
like,
yeah. And it's like, okay.
The thing is, I
just
think
love
there's
the fact
times
that
Nintendo gets so much more flack just because we hold it to such a higher degree. Because we're like, listen, everyone else does this shit. Please don't do this shit also.
we just don't like it, so don't do it.
And most of the time they are good. Their marketing does suck, but that's also because they are a Japanese company and Japan doesn't know what their fuck they're doing, so...
They just constantly make bad mistakes. Oh my
fucking...
god, that wasn't even the end of the cave. This is a huge cave.
Yeah, you got lucky. I'm looking for any sort of key system, but I'm just strip mining.
This is just ridiculous.
I got the deep fucking slate again. I guess I can mine it because it's cool looking.
And this is like a big deep slate cave.
Oh, you're probably in the minus then.
Yeah, it's quite, and there's a skeleton over there, and there's a lot of iron here. Oh, Jesus. No. Just leave me be. Oh, you're right there. Bugger off. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm almost out of food, so I'm probably just going to go back up. But I don't know where...
I'll get a bunch of bread from raiding villages.
I need to get a load more food. The one thing I didn't manage to get was my food back. I only got a small bit left.
There's melons in the jungle. They do suck diamonds.
I haven't found any diamonds yet.
Oh.
Diamonds! Okay, I'm just gonna remove some of these stalagmites.
Not that many, but it's okay. 4. That's doable.
Wait. Wait, can I use these pointed dripstone? Can I make...
You can set up traps if you want them to land on mobs.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Then you can make, that would actually be very useful for a mob grinder.
Actually, I didn't think of that, but it would be super useful for that.
I need to figure out how to make a mob grinder.
Usually people use the whole dropping from the water in the sky, but...
Yeah, I might do that, but I might...
Or cactuses. Those are usually also...
Very common.
You could use magma blocks nowadays as well.
I'll be using these. Maybe I might be able to get them to work.
I don't know if they reform using the blocks or what. I'm not clear on that.
Oh, you don't... Okay, so you need to jump every time. So I'd need to make the monsters jump to take the damage.
You can drop them on their heads.
Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah. Like if you have a block, like a dirt block, and just put the dripstone on it and break the block, it should fall on their head.
How deep is this? Okay, that's not too deep. Okay. I'm currently checking out how deep this lava block is. I'm just trying to mine up lava is because I'm trying to figure out what I can mine here without getting burned to death. It's a very, there's a lot of lava down here.
I'd imagine so.
Luckily, I don't need to use any torches down here.
Oh, that is lucky for you.
There's some natural obsidian here. Neat.
Just hope it's not on top of lava.
Oh, it's all under the lava.
Oh, I forgot completely. I was playing Animal Crossing, and one of my villagers moved out, and I went villager hunting. And I don't know if this is a commonly known fact, but if you're going villager hunting, and let's just say you use your last ticket, you're on your last island, and it's not the villager you want, if you stop the game then, without coming back to your island, and then come back to your island the next day,
Yeah.
it doesn't have a villager move in. So you can do that for as many times as you want, and just keep grinding Nook Miles tickets until you get the one you want. And I, luckily only after, like, I think I used, like, maybe 8 tickets, I found fucking Shino, the new demon goat.
Ooh.
And I'm really happy about it.
I'm happy with the ones I have currently. I did lose Cliptabot. I lost that villager when I moved.
Oh, did you tell it to move?
I allowed him to move because I actually have his amiibo card.
Okay, yeah. That makes
So
sense.
I'm happy with letting him leave. I wanted to move in Luna instead. I only got him recently. I wanted Luna to move in. She's a galaxy
Galaxy Squirrel.
Yeah, galaxy squirrel. She's actually pretty nice looking. And I was like, I've got her amiibo card. I'm gonna try and get her to move in. But then another character came to the campsite, and I liked them a lot because I had them in Happy Homes.
We're gonna die, Thomas. Fix it.
It's fine.
We're dead.
I'm fixing it.
No.
Yeah,
but the fun part is I still have fucking Kennebra on my island. So she's still there. It's so weird because I don't despise her, like, personality. But god, I hate her design so much. I can't stand it.
There's, like, a few villagers that I didn't want. Sid can go to hell. I don't like him.
I know you don't.
I had a
I'm
horrible
indifferent.
time trying to get rid of him. I know a lot of people like that villager. I don't like him. He just pissed me off, and I didn't like his house design either. Thank God you can change the house design now if you have Happy Homes, which is really nice.
Oh my god. And when I got Zucker, because I didn't look up his house, but it totally worked out because it turns out Zucker's house has like a little food stand in it.
Yeah, there is a few characters like that. I think I almost got one of your villagers as well, the villager that's like a slob. The one that lives in an alleyway.
Oh, Chief!
Yeah, I almost got him as well. I was like, do I want to get him because you have him?
I do have him.
I was like, do I want to have the same villager as you?
I'm never getting rid of him, so it's up to you.
I was like, okay, I'm just going to stick with him. And if like Tybate decides to leave, I'm happy to let him go now. I've had him since the beginning.
But yeah, I was so happy with Zucker's house because I was already deciding I'm gonna put little, like, a ramen stand outside his house, and it totally works out. I'm doing great with my just random intuition.
He runs a sushi place in my Happy Home area.
Perfect. I love how they keep doing this despite the fact he is an octopus dressed as an octopus dish from Japan.
Well, there's a lot of villagers like that.
Morbid humor, it's fun.
Well, like, literally, the other series that Animal Crossing makes is, the people who make Animal Crossing makes is, Splatoon.
Oh yeah, they're making Splatoon 3, aren't they?
Yeah, that's coming out, at the start of, next month.
I do want to see... I'm gonna hold out on buying it because I want to see how they improve from the second one, if it's not much of a difference.
I didn't play the second one enough to...
I know you didn't, but me and Lydia did a lot.
Yeah,
it was the only game I could play online without having an attack, so
I
enjoyed it.
I might get it again. I might get Splatoon 3 just to play it with you two, because it's like... It just
Did you
depends.
just not hear what I said?
I know. I'm just like, I might get it. It just depends.
I'll see if it's different from, like,
Yeah.
significantly an upgrade from Splatoon 2, I will probably get it, but if not, I
Yeah.
don't see a reason to.
I did like the story in Splatoon 2.
The DLC was great also.
DLC was good
Fucking
as
loved
well.
it. Fantastic.
Once I finished the DLC, I decided to just go sell the actual game.
No, I can never. I refuse to sell games.
I just needed money at the time. Oh, what's this? There's a weird squid here that's glowing.
It's a glowing squid. They drop glowing ink sacs, and I forget what they do, but they drop those.
Okay, I'm gonna kill this glowing squid and see what it gives me. Glowing ink sac. What does it give you?
Yeah. I don't remember, but it does something. I think it might be for healing or something? I don't remember.
GL. Glowing item frame. Glow item frame.
Oh, those are cool. They glow in the dark.
Ooh. Interesting. Now I need to go find a way out of here. Which way did I come from?
Glowing ink sac can use a sign to make the text brighter and lower level of light.
Oh.
It also adds an outline around the text on the sign, the color of which is based on the color of the sign's text. The text does not emit any light, it is only more visible in the dark, similar to the eye of a spider.
Wait, you can change the color of text and signs?
I guess.
Okay.
That's used to be also, so don't ask.
I thought that was just like a mod thing that they had in certain, like, certain adventure maps. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of monsters over there. And that's the only way out, is there? Any other way out? Oh, maybe this is my way out. Yeah, this is my way out. Yeah, that's a big old army of monsters. Run! Run! There's a monster after me. There's a frickin' spider running after me.
Where are these trees growing from? I got rid of all the saplings. Unless I didn't, then ignore me.
Okay. Oop. 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 For anyone who doesn't realize, we've actually got a new server because the last one was broken when we wanted to play it.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried also fixing it after the fact I still couldn't, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think it just happened when Lydia was running around and she accidentally ran into an area that she shouldn't have.
Oh, I forgot she did that.
Yeah, that's what happened, I think.
Oh. Well, you know.
Well, this one works.
Ah, zombie.
Zombies.
Husks. There's baby husks? The fuck do you mean there's baby husks?
There's baby zombies, so then there's baby husks and baby drowns.
Fuck off!
Hello.
Fucking baby almost killed me.
I'm climbing up here. Okay, let's just toss everything in this chest.
Why are babies in video games so fucking annoying?
Aren't they in real life too?
Not for me. I'm usually very good at, like, lulling them to sleep and shit. So I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see. Where am I going to,
Ignore me swearing about the fact that I'm good around children. I don't cuss. I am pure child.
What's happening?
Or my fucking parrot made a creeper noise and I thought there was a creeper next to me.
Oh, little troll of a parrot.
Oh, there's a stupid skeleton ringing a spider. Bullshit.
They really have increased, like, the actual difficulty. It's just in subtle ways.
How subtle is this? It's very clearly more difficult. I'm gonna put these diamonds away. Well, there's keep inventory on, I guess.
I'm just making a storage facility now.
I need to build a house, but it keeps turning nighttime when I come back up, so...
It's nighttime currently for me, but I've lit up my base enough.
I'm in
It's not
the
as
desert,
bad. Yeah.
so the second it reaches my light source, it's completely filled with mobs.
Well, at least you don't get, like, rain so that the monsters do eventually despawn. Oh yeah, you have husks.
Yep.
That kind of doesn't, apply to your,
No.
base.
No. I mean, I guess the skeletons could die, but they're surrounded by water. And there's creepers everywhere, and creepers don't burn up.
Okay, so... I don't know what to do for you.
I'm just gonna, I don't know, dig some sand, I guess. I need to flatten out an area for a house eventually. Where do I build my house, actually?
Okay,
This
I'm gonna
beach
use
side is
cobblestone
actually
for
good.
this.
But there's creepers there.
The beach is covered in creepers. Oh dear.
Beach.
The beaches have been covered in creepers.
In a desert, when does the beach start and when does it end?
It's just a giant beach.
The whole desert.
Yeah. Just
Even when you don't see anything, it's just still beach.
Oh dear. Okay. So I guess do I just increase the height of
Fucking
this?
husk. Oh my god, they went flying.
Oh,
I had a creeper blow up a husk and a creeper. It's great.
Well, you got lucky there since the creeper was on your side that time.
They were all coming after me. I was fighting 3 things at once.
Well, you can always just say the creeper was on your side that time. It's better than saying like, oh yeah, he wasn't on my side.
You know, I guess that's some form of positive thinking, I guess.
Some form. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I guess I could do this. What is currently around me that is making stomping? No! No!
Did you find out what it was?
It's a green boy who decided to come into my base, just wandering in.
A Zombo?
Wait, where's my parrot? Oh, there you are. There you are, baby. I'm sorry I let him, like, come near you. He literally walked in right into the middle of my base and blew up. Bastard. Do you want to sleep?
I'm really testing... Sleep?
Yeah, sleep.
Oh my god, I love that. I thought you'd never ask.
I was right next to my bed and I was like, okay. Sleep.
Just wandering around my bed hoping for night to go away.
Jeez. Also, hey everybody who's in. 5 people have wandered in. Welcome in.
Fucking skeleton, I fucking knew it. Get over here. Scum. Went in the water. Like
I love the fact I'm saying hello to people and you're saying scum.
Oh, apologize.
Oh dear, that's just a
It was
funny
not
way of
directed at the viewers, it's directed at the dumb skeleton. Skeleton.
Oh dear. This is the timing of like you're not paying attention and then I say hello.
It's fine.
Oh dear. Oh goodness. This is a change of wood, but I think this would be a nice wood to be here. I do like jungle planks in this texture pack. They're not as ugly looking.
I feel like every texture pack does that. They fixed the jungle planks.
Because the jungle planks can look really nice. Like, they have a nice look. Like, they look a lot like the dark oak planks. I do have quite ugly logs when it comes to, like, jungle logs, but I'm happy to have them. They look nice, like, in contrast, and it looks a lot like the jungle around me.
I'm gonna collect dirt.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is put a door here, and put another door here. Actually, no, not a door here. I'm gonna put a... Yeah, I'm gonna put some cobblestone up here. This is going to be a tall storage facility for now.
Tall?
Yeah, it's going to be tall. Like, most of my base is tall, so can't really escape it. There wasn't really much thought on how high I wanted to go with my base.
Oh, I could never.
Could never distinctly see that.
I am in a sense I could never do anything without counting the exact blocks I'm placing down.
I wasn't
Height,
going
width,
like, yeah,
length.
it's just like, ugh. Why bother? Like, you're playing a video game, why bother?
Oh, no. Oh. So as I spent like 4 hours yesterday building a house in the sim based on actual real life architecture. Okay, do not come at me like this.
Oh, that's a Simmer's way of doing things. Oh god, that would drive me insane as well, so don't worry. That was a joke. It was a joke.
Okay. I'm glad.
Okay. I might
Horsies!
go with...
Oh my god,
I actually like having the cobblestone up there.
Oh, there's grey horses.
Okay, I need more cobble.
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 2. Tree. That's good.
I only have moss cobblestone. I might use that instead. Actually, no, I do have a bit of cobblestone.
1, 2.
No, I might add a few blocks of moss cobblestone. Just here and there.
Oh, what should I build? I know wood. It looks good in a desert.
Okay. Just here, there, and everywhere. Now, there, one there. Oh, that was a mistake.
Do you get anything for murdering turtles?
Turtle shells, which you can make a turtle helmet.
Any turtle?
Yeah, from turtles.
Killing them?
Yeah, that's what you get. If they added in turtle soup, that would just be depressing.
Oh my god, I remember in fucking secondary when there was the Japanese transfer student and he did the funny haha where he was like, yeah, I can show you traditional Japanese cuisine. And he just showed us a video of some guy making turtle soup and we're like, why would you do this to us?
Oh god. Isn't it literally the way that they make lobster? Just throw the poor animal into the boiling water.
No, they first have to cut off the shell.
Oh god.
Why is
seafood more cruel when it comes to like how they deal with the animal? Just like, let's throw the animal alive into the hot boiling water.
Although to be fair, have you seen like crabs cooked? They look fucking good.
Not a fan I've never had it, so I don't really pay attention to it. Oh,
it's pretty neat.
Okay.
Where am I? I found another village. Where did I go?
You're just lost now. You're literally my position.
No, I went to get dirt and then I hopped around a bit when we were talking and now I'm near a village. That looks real funky. It's got little farming plots in the middle of the sea. Just not connected. Okay. I don't know how they farm.
I'm just making some, just a few bits of...
Their golem is bathing in a little pond.
Also, did I show you what my golems look like in this? Because they look really weird.
Mine are covered in just vines and roses.
Mine has a brain that is the pumpkin.
Rotten flesh for emerald?
Rotten flesh for emerald. Imagine if he was selling rotten flesh Here's an emerald. Just one. One singular bit of a corpse.
Cartography table.
Okay, I'm just making charcoal.
Ooh. Got a brewing stand.
Ooh.
Someone just lost their job, but it's okay.
You've stolen their job, literally. They took
Yeah.
your gerb.
I'm doing as the Irish were told, stealing all their well-deserved jobs they didn't have.
They took their gerbs. Oh god, I've been watching.
People still do it.
I've been watching a bit of South Park recently. I've only watched it a couple of times in my life, and that is one of the funniest quotes I've ever heard. They took your gerbs.
Unfortunately, yes, I have. Fight me for it.
Oh dear.
I love that people still say those things. It's great. It really helps with my self-esteem and makes me feel welcome to this country. Thank you.
Oh dear.
I remember one time I was walking through town, this group of old people were just like, I walked by and I just heard a snippet of their conversation, which is I just heard a bit which was just like, and all these immigrants, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna speed up.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep on going. And
Old lady is angry.
I think it was an old man.
It was an old man. Ah.
It was near the sweet shop.
Oh, which one is that? Like there was several in town at one point.
By the main town center with the big O'Connell
statue. It's a very interesting statue. You can't
fucking
see
hell,
the fucking statue.
It was surrounded by construction for like 2 months, and I
Yeah.
don't even know what they were doing with it.
Well, it's an old ass statue. It needs to it's also like made of limestone as well, which is a shit material.
Why would they do that?
It's such a shit material to use.
What the fuck?
Because we live in Clare. Like, that's the reason. It's like the main product of our stones.
I remember it's like how they talked about how like they dragged up stones from the seashore to up St. Patrick's Hill, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, but like why? You're on a mountain.
Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Why would you do that? Did you not do that? Just say you did, just to make everyone like think you're good or
amazing.
Something?
Like, oh, you did that.
I made that hike. And what, people did that barefoot, dragging fucking 100 kg worth of stone? You want me to believe that?
Well, they did it back in the Neolithic age, but I don't believe that they did it in this era.
No, fuck no. They'll be like, no, use a helicopter.
Use a helicopter, or at least, like, use actual
make
cranes
it easier.
or something. Use vehicles.
Why make it difficult?
Oh, dear.
I'm all for doing things barefoot, but hiking up a mountain but loose rocks? I enjoy life.
That's not going to be a great idea. Like, if we're going to rebuild those walls that my grandfather built, we're just going to use the tractor. It's too
Do it
much
barefoot.
work.
Use a donkey. Go.
The donkey. Go! Jesus Christ.
Some places in Poland still use horses, but I think those are mostly just family-run farms.
We do have horses here. Well, that is like one of our most like.
Yes,
famous,
I would imagine you would have horses. Yes,
but not in this farm. Like, we don't have horses on this farm. But like it's the most famous thing that Ireland has: horses.
I don't know. I think people think sheep or cow usually.
Sheep, Jesus Christ! That's only like some parts of the mountainous regions.
I don't know, Thomas. I've yet to be in a county where I don't drive fields of sheep.
Oh dear.
There'll always be a field of sheep and always will be a field of cows.
The cows
and
are
then
more common.
See... Yeah,
cows
but
are definitely more common.
There.
They do exist. They're just not.
I know they.
They're not as common as cows are.
They're significantly common though.
They are common.
How many
but not
sheep are in Ireland? I'm curious. I hope there's more than
know.
the population.
I don't know. There's definitely more cows in the population.
Huh?
I don't know
how many sheep in Ireland 2021.
Yeah, I don't think there's a census of them
though. It is. Huh?
Hmm? What?
Close.
It's
Not
close.
quite our population.
Okay.
It's 3.73 million sheep.
Yeah, that's still like a lot of sheep, but like it's
Spread
not as...
across 35,186 flocks.
Yeah.
What about cows? Ooh, let's
Cows
get
are
on that.
cows definitely outreign us like here.
Hey, it's 6.9 million. Nice.
Our new overlords, those herbivores that I take care of every day.
That can't fucking stand up if they lie down.
If they fall over, they're fucked. That is true as well. Like, if they fall over, they're fucked.
Where the fuck did cow tipping come from? Because I know I've never heard of it in
Idiots.
Poland. So
Idiots.
what the?
That's where it came
Who's
from.
like, hey, look at this animal that provides me with food. Let me knock it over.
Let's face it. It's
They
probably
could
from
kill
idiot.
you. Also,
Yeah.
like,
Simply,
they're deadly.
They're deadly as shit. You don't want to mess with a fucking cow. You mess with a cow and you're fucking dead.
How do you knock one over anyway? I feel like it would fucking
It's
react
very
before
easy.
you.
It's very easy to knock one over. Like you can spook
Do
it.
they have like no center of gravity? Is that it?
Yeah, they don't have a proper center. Like their center of gravity is right in the middle of them, and their legs are shit. They're very easy to knock them over. And also very easy to lift them up as well if you're trying to get them up. You need to make sure that you're pushing their spine.
It's either we significantly fucked them up through like breeding, or they were just always this dreadful.
This shit. They were
How
always
did they
this
survive?
shit. The reason they survived is because humans have kept them as food.
I believe that. I really believe that.
That is the only fucking reason. Oh dear.
Like, I do always. There are times I wonder though. Who was the first person to find out you can drink from a cow's tits?
It was it's something.
Someone was the first.
It happened during the Stone Age, sometime in the Stone Age.
Someone was just like, "Hey, those calves are drinking."
They were actually they were having a terrible time because they were getting diarrhea from the milk. So they were dying from the milk that they were drinking.
But they kept drinking it.
Just like, fuck it, it's good for you.
Dude, why the fuck is humanity the top of the... We're not. We should be all dead. We're gonna die.
It's literally the fact that idiots existed the entire time, but they've managed to do things that have improved our system so much.
I mean, that is fair. There's always that one guy that has to be the first guy to get food poisoning.
The first idiot has to exist, and then the rest can figure out a way to do the rest
have to see, oh, this person got poisoned. Can someone competent please fix this idiot, please?
Yeah. And it slowly goes down the chain. Like...
Yeah. And now people are saying, don't vaccinate your children. And people are like, wow, that's a political statement. I'm like, no, it's fucking not. How is this political?
Vaccinate your children. Don't do the shit that these idiots are doing. Oh,
I met a lady who hasn't vaccinated her child because she states that the one she did isn't mentally capable enough.
There was literally a guy who, there's like an Irish, like a very famous Irish TV presenter. He used to run the Late Late Show. And a person walked up to him for a statement he made on his radio show. And basically, what happened was, they got into an argument. This guy was very calm. He was saying that everybody has to vaccinate their children, otherwise they're idiots. Yeah. That's what he said, basically, on the show. And this woman walked up to him and said, why should I do it? And he was like, okay. He was very calm to her. He just told her that if we vaccinate, we start to kill the disease. And if the disease is dead, there's no fucking disease at all to worry about. Vaccinate your fucking children.
Thomas, have you watched the video that's like a measured response to anti-vaxxers?
Oh, Jesus,
and basically, what it does is that this guy, because it had to have started from something, right? The whole anti-vax movement. And that's what he did. He went back to the little amount of proof that the anti-vaxxers, quote-unquote proof, could provide. And essentially, long story short, it was a quote-unquote medical report by someone who had their medical license removed from them that stated that there was a possible link.
Oh, this is the autism thing.
Yeah, the autism thing from children with autism who got some weird bowel cancer shit that he made up that causes brain autism from bowel
What the
infection.
fuck?
I don't know.
The whole
And
thing is like this whole thing with like people and
the thing
autism and
is,
like disabilities.
no.
These things have been around for a very long time.
Here's the thing. No, Thomas, let me finish.
Yeah.
So that was his hint on it. And his proof was that some parents he interviewed, which was like 10 parents, claimed that their children may have had some autistic symbols sometime after the vaccine. And his reason for posting that report is, first of all, he wasn't claiming to not vaccinate your kids. He was saying don't use like the one dose that gives like against the tree, which is measles. What's the measles, mumps,
Those
and
are so
something
important,
else.
though. Why the fuck?
And and he said to instead get single shots, so not get like the 3-in-1, but get like 3 separate.
God.
And the reason why is because, conveniently enough, a couple months before he posted that report, he himself had filed his own vaccine that was a single shot. So,
And
you
as a
know,
result, he's made idiots. Like, he's made actual idiots as a result.
pretty much. And so yeah, his medical license got revoked. Anyone who ever associated with him just fucking despises him. The only person that in any way backs him up is some guy who also had his medical license revoked, who claims that his bone marrow can cure cancer. So, you know.
His bone marrow can cure cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
So,
bone
you know,
marrow is a thing that you can use, but like, for fuck's sake,
that's
don't say
to
your
give
bone
people.
marrow.
That's for people who need bone marrow, not a cure to cancer.
Not a cure to cancer, you fucking idiot. Why the fuck?
Also, they were both British, but had to move to America due to outrage,
Well, that's what happens
and
when
backlash.
you're like. That's what happens when you're in Britain and Ireland and you've got like disgraced. Fuck off.
I feel
to
like
the
most
Americans.
places in the world will probably do that, and then you always just go back to America because they're a lot more likely to believe whatever bullshit you say to them.
For fuck's sake. It's just like, you're in exile now. This used to be Tasmania. Now you're going to America. Oh god. I'm not saying America's shit, but like,
No.
the beliefs are very...
It's because a lot of them are very closed off, and that's
Yeah.
not really anything to do with them. That's just
it's just
how
to do
that
with
country is.
Ugh.
Like, you can't do much with that.
It's just funny that every time I hear something bad happens, like something's doing something stupid, they
go
end
to
up in
America.
It's just like,
Yeah.
fuck off. Just go to America. Oh dear.
Oh well.
Oh dear. I'm currently building a chest area.
So yeah, sorry
very
about that
nice.
tangent, but you know, when people are still fucking dying and people are like, yeah, but my
Yeah.
child might have some challenges in the past, or at least he'll be alive. Like,
Yeah,
come
like,
on.
if a child has autism, it doesn't mean that they're actually, like, in a very... Like, autism children can be very smart.
Yeah, they're still fucking people.
Like, I know plenty of, like Down syndrome people. They could be easily the best comedians on the planet. Because they have a great sense of humor. Like, I have a cousin who has Down syndrome. Best sense of humor in the world. Like, she makes me laugh every time I meet her. Every time.
It's just so horrible how, like,
Yeah.
people always demonize people with these conditions for no other purpose than to just fucking prove their stupid point because they have nothing else to do in their fucking life.
Like, ugh. Like, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of these chests.
Yeah, on a night.
Like, on a better note than talking about, like, really bad people.
Yeah.
Like, the fact is that if you're coming here and you're going to shout about vaccines and all that stuff and saying that they're bad for people, I'm a person who has immunocompromised. I literally need vaccines to be taken. So, if you don't take vaccines, you're not going to get any sympathy from me.
Yeah.
That's a place where you go find yourself a little community and you just stay there. There was
I mean,
actually a
I'm
whole
not, but I
thing.
also don't want to fuck other people's lives
Yeah.
over just because it inconveniences
There was
me
a
some
there was
fucking how.
there was a like a thing in a in an interview like from a doctor, and he was like asked, what should we do with people who don't take vaccines? Well, what we should do is bring them to a community and seal them off from everybody else. And that's the only way we could actually make sure vaccines and everything works.
I mean, it sounds harsh, but
Yeah.
honestly, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong. Like, the harshest thing, sounding thing, may be the best way of dealing with this thing.
I mean, at least they're a lot more stricter than I've seen in European countries. When a lot of places now, where I know Greece is making it like a legal requirement to get a vaccine. I don't remember which
Like,
age groups. I think it's for elders that it's
yeah.
legally required, but they are really striking down on it.
Yeah, like,
I've heard, which
I
is
wouldn't blame if the Irish
good.
government decided, fuck off, you're all getting vaccines now.
The Irish government doesn't have enough balls to do
If they
that, from
do
what I've
that,
seen.
I'd be happy. I'd just be happy to see them do that for once.
They don't have the balls to do it.
They don't have the balls.
Like,
It is true.
Look, I love the Irish government. It's pretty chill, but god damn it, when it comes down to it, they
really just trail their legs around, and it's just like,
absolutely,
okay.
it's ridiculous.
Like, they do a lot of good things when they are forced to do them. Like,
when they're forced to do it, exactly.
When they're forced to do it, yeah, they won't trail their legs, but they will take a while.
It'll take them to the very last moment till they go like, okay, maybe we should make it mandatory to show your vaccine before you can enter certain buildings.
It took them so long to do that.
Okay, maybe now that there's a couple thousand cases and a lot more deaths, we should probably close pubs for a while.
Thankfully, Leo Varadkar is not going back into government.
And then they reopen pubs again. Oh.
Oh god. Well, they opened them, and now they're they're highly restricted. Even the pub owners are like, fucking hell. Like, why are we even open now?
Oh no, my sister's working at a pizza restaurant. They're open until 2 a.m. So you know.
I work in a I work in a hotel, so I do work at a pub technically. Well, technically is a very the word of what I do. I actually work with alcohol quite a bit.
Why'd you say technically?
Technically, because there's like a small bar, and I'm mostly working with food more than.
Oh, so I see.
More than alcohol. I need to find myself some cows.
Oh, there was plenty when I was sorry, walking past your area.
I'm just going to get myself some leather and make some item frames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies
so
for
I
the
don't
rant.
blame those people for leaving, but like, yeah, like there was a couple of people who left. It's like, yeah, we got a bit political there, but it's fine. I agree with what you were saying. Like,
disagree. I don't think vaccines should be political.
They shouldn't be. But like,
I don't understand why people make it to be political. They're fucking not.
This is like the gay movement. That's not political. That's just people trying to like find love. That's not fucking political at all.
Like, you don't go like, my kid has a cold, I should take Calpol, and then someone goes like, oh, I hate your political agenda. That's no agenda. She's sick, she needs medicine.
Fucking Calpol and just don't fucking... Oh, don't just yell at someone for giving your child
for some reason I've been seeing so much shit of fucking mothers with infants who get ear infections, and then people who like take the whole natural route go like, oh, you put garlic in their ear. I'm like, the fuck? Maybe that's why she has an ear infection, because they're putting fucking garlic oil in their ear.
What the fuck?
That's a thing, and I've seen it multiple times from different people. I don't fucking know!
Like, the last time I took a cure that was natural was for sunburn. And it was literally a test to see if it worked. And it was literally slathering Greek fucking yogurt all over my fucking burns. And it curdled immediately. It did work. I am saying it worked. But for fuck's sake,
aloe vera
never
for like
do it.
skin burns, or like if I'm sick, I take medicine. Then I also make myself like brew ginger tea or imbar tea or something.
Just something.
But I'm not gonna be like, I have an ear infection. Let me shove garlic oil in my ear.
Just throw a whole garlic clove in your ear, and that might help. Oh dear.
It's so fucking bizarre, and there's also like so many people who are like, "Oh my god, I vaccinated my kid in the past. Can I do any sort of cleanse to get the vaccine out?" I'm like, what?
What the hell is wrong with you? Just leave. The child is fine.
Oh
It's
my
just
god,
like
it's
those
fucking
people
ridiculous.
who said like all vaccines have like microphones in them. Like this is the really high.
Oh, the
Like,
microchip
yeah,
one.
the
My
whole
dad
thing. Yeah.
said that, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
god!
but
Like it
the
just like
thing is, he
slapped the person.
believes. My
Just
dad
slapped them.
believes in quite a few conspiracy theories, and every time he starts, I'm just leaving. Like,
It's
he's the
just like,
type that, like, hey, so what do you think about the pyramids? And he watches those stupid shows that are like the guy with
oh
the
god,
aliens.
fucking
He watches
ancient
that,
aliens.
unironically.
Why?
And I'm just sitting there like, no, they were actually very skilled architects that were buried near the pyramids as a sign of respect for the work they did, frankly.
And they
It's
were
surprising.
killed for them. They were killed for them, but it's fine. At least they like it's
No.
the same thing with like the Irish way, like the you know the whole thing. Actually, this actually comes down to like the Domlands. You know those things that are standing around all over Ireland. Apparently, that show tried to make Ancient Aliens tried to make those out as a fucking thing for like aliens made.
What? Just fucking walls built of
Yeah.
stone
Yeah, no,
rocks?
not those. Those were made by
Oh.
humans for definite because we literally do that every fucking week.
Oh, you mean those underground shit like Newgrange and all that?
Yeah, those things. They do.
No, they're
Like,
fucking
they're
burrows.
humans. Like humans.
They're
Make
burrows.
They're huge.
I don't understand how so many people just are in disbelief that our ancestors were anyway smart.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, it was taking so much mathematical knowledge to plan this out, and I'm like,
they were rich.
Yep.
That's the reason why they did that.
Dude,
That's
they
the
came up
only
with the
reason.
concept of a society, and you're doubting their like
Yeah,
ability
like,
to map things out.
like they actually, like in the case of the Newgrange, that is literally built in such a way that it faces a certain location through mathematical like equations.
Yeah, so it's once a year the sun goes down the tunnel, right?
Yeah. Once a year,
but it's
at the same time every year.
But that makes sense because Ireland used to be pagan, and they believed in a lot of sun rotations, so that just makes sense. They probably would have studied that,
like
actually,
like
religiously. No pun intended.
Yeah, it was a very religious thing. But like Irish people are very religious, but that was like one of the things that were very common. And like that wasn't the only type of tomb they made that was like quite heavy. Like the Domlands, which are like standing stones, like much like what would you call it? What's that? Stonehenge. Much like Stonehenge, it's just like singular versions of those. They're dotted all over the place. They're basically portal tombs. They're basically what the Nether portal tries to be.
I guess it's probably no.
It's
I was gonna say
it's the closest you can get to what it looks like.
I was gonna say it's based on that probably, but then I thought about no, it's just a basic portal shape.
Yeah, it's a basic portal shape, but it's basically what it should be. And it's basically a giant stone like thing.
Like, I understand people wanting to make things fun and have these fun theories, but there's certain points where you're like, are you telling me an alien spaceship came down for some reason at this time to build a pyramid?
Yeah, and then,
for no reason.
And in the case of like Domland, why the fuck did they make a table out of stones? Were they eating dinner or something? They're just giant ass aliens.
They could have been. Dude, if Thomas, if furry porn can exist, why the fuck can't people just map out a pyramid? Like,
oh god, I heard a thing recently about like furries. If they can fuck in this, you could get a vaccine.
Or like or it's probably to do with masks. If you can fucking wear this shit and fuck, you can probably wear a mask.
Oh god, like it was the masks actually. I think
yeah.
If they can fuck in this, you can get a fucking... It's just such a stupid comment, but it's so right. Oh god.
Like, I think there's some conspiracy theories that I think are fun and funky, and I enjoy sometimes reading them.
But I don't believe
But usually,
them.
Yeah, a lot of the times it's the ones that are about aliens that piss me off because they're the dumbest shit. It's like
Yeah, like
people going like,
it'd be okay if people didn't believe them. It's just the
or
problem is that people believe them.
like the thing is, I believe in extraterrestrial, like
Yeah,
alien life forms. Like obviously, I believe that. I just don't believe
they came
anything
down
visited
here
us.
to fuck
Yeah,
off. Like, what's the fucking point if they came here just to do that shit? Oh
like
god.
granted, most likely I believe it in the boring way where it's just a
Yeah.
slug in space. But even then, that's exciting because
But
that
like
means there's other
Futurama,
things.
like have you seen Futurama? The way that they have
No,
depicted aliens is actually hilarious because they're basically humans, but they look really like slugs and that. Like there's a slug
yeah.
species that makes an energy drink that is literally them shitting into a can. And
Oh, have you
everybody
seen?
gets addicted to it.
Have you seen?
Oh.
You probably haven't, but there was this video I watched with I forget. She was a professional something. I don't know. It might have been like aquatic life forms or something.
Mm.
And it was about the theory of mermaids, right?
Yeah.
And she basically said like it's an interesting enough video. I wish I remembered what the fuck it was, but it was years ago. But that if mermaids exist, chances are, based on evolution, it'll have been some weird, wrinkly, like furless monkey fish hybrid.
So
Because
basically, what Irish people thought mermaids looked like when they
kind
were
of because the theory is if we evolved from monkey like
Mm.
apes, I suppose, then a mermaid would have also had to have evolved from apes, not the other
Yeah.
way around because it's not long enough.
Like
And then
basically,
because
like what I remember from what I've seen in like Irish mythology and it comes to like mermaids, it's basically they look like dark-skinned ape fish.
yeah, because the reason why it's so wrinkly is because when we go underwater, we get
Yeah, we
pruny
prune.
because it's easier for us to grab things underwater without slipping.
And like they wouldn't have like fish tails or anything. They just have legs that are webbed.
Or fins, or some weird, like, frog abomination thing.
It just wouldn't make any like sense for us to like immediately gain a fish tail.
I do wish, like, frankly, as a kid, I loved the idea of mermaids. Granted, the ones I always grew up on, because I'm Polish, most of them were
Yeah.
murdery. But then I watched
Yeah.
the Barbie movies and they had pretty hair colors and talked to the dolphins. I'm like, oh, that's
Ugh.
epic. I wish I had that. But alas,
Yeah.
no.
Like the Harry Potter ones, they literally look like monsters. They have grotesque features like fanged teeth, but they look like they show like the mermaids in the depiction of like the Little Mermaid
Oh, I
statue.
remember those, yeah.
Yeah, like they actually look really cool in design,
Yeah.
and it would
Like, I
make
do
sense.
say, I don't think it's implausible for a mermaid to exist in that weird
Yeah,
pruny monkey form.
yeah.
Because, what is it, 85% of the ocean isn't explored? That stresses me out, and I don't trust it. Like, anything could be fucking there. Like,
There could be a massive squid coming to kill us all.
I mean, those exist.
They do.
Fucking ginormous squids that, like, have claws the size of your fucking body. they're not
They
nice.
exist, but thankfully they're not intelligent enough yet. And
Uh,
that's why I say yes.
They probably are. The pressure's just probably not strong enough for them to come to the surface. That's
Oh
probably it.
god.
Like that's the thing with
it's
a lot of
too soft up there. We need to stay down here.
yeah,
Oh
that's the
god.
thing with a lot of deep sea creatures. Like the blobfish isn't supposed to look like a blob, but because it's put from this like the deep of
Oh
the
crap,
ocean,
there's
when
a
it comes.
skeleton in my base.
But with the blobfish, when it's brought to the surface, because the pressure is so different, it just kind of becomes slime because it's used to just this heavy like fucking pressure from the deep sea that when it's brought to the ocean it just kind of collapses. It's
Why
really
did you
sad.
bring me up here? Oh god. He just like
Yeah.
sags. Oh. Oh,
I'm still
God.
curious though what the deepest part of the ocean is because I doubt we found it. I know we
I
found
think there is a, like the current one is like one of the
it's
trenches.
yeah there's
It's one of the
two of them
trenches.
next to each other.
Yeah. Just need to figure out which
uh,
one's the like the steepest point. It's one of the trenches. I think it's something Marina Trench or something like that. Something
Marina
like that.
Trench.
Yeah.
Feet? Give me fucking meters. What the fuck is this?
What is this? The 90s?
Kilometers. There we go.
Kilometers. There we go. The right
11
way of saying
kilometers. Over 11 kilometers.
Oh, so that's basically halfway.
Imagine driving to Shannon, but doing that underwater down.
That's literally halfway from this house to Ennis.
Yeah.
But
you know, just a casual way down to the deepest part of the Discovery.
There we go. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's
it's
fine.
literally a jaunt underwater. Welcome to the bottom of the ocean. Oh dear. It's not really the bottom yet, but we'll find it eventually. It might be like well past our lifetimes.
It will be a while because they need to just like find, or at least make submarines that won't crack under pressure, which so far a lot of them have.
Yeah.
So
and then people
that's terrifying.
End up in the ocean and just get themselves killed.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. Hit the ground too hard in the ocean.
It's like, okay, we're gonna fall underwater.
I finally found a cave, so that's good.
Yay!
It's tiny, but Jesus Christ, it's been ages.
There we go. Level 10.
I'm level minus 41.
Minus 41?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's my
you're
first
going
cave.
Underground. I was talking about like my actual level.
Oh.
Because I have keep inventory on, I don't lose my levels.
I think I'm like 64. I'm on sea level. My base is, at least.
I'm just currently. Okay. Let's just place down flooring. Okay.
Oh yeah, did you hear that there was what cops presume to be a murder-suicide in Letterkenny?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know. They found 2 bodies in a house after someone called the police.
I think I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Tis. I'm just glad Lydia was out of there, honestly. Letterkenny seems to have a lot of issues happening there currently. I mean, always has, but
well, it's pretty
hearing
bad
about
right
it more.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that town has a very bad time.
It is right next to the border.
Yeah, but that's just the border being the border. The border being the border.
Or that's what the border is, I guess.
It's Ireland's border. We shouldn't really have a border, but we're not really going to go into that because it's a very depressing factor.
Oh, fucking exhausted about borders in this fucking day and age.
Mm-hmm. It's only caused trouble in this day and age.
Yeah.
Next thing we'll be hearing is that there's a king in England again. Which there probably
Thomas.
will be soon. But hopefully Queen Elizabeth doesn't die that fast, because she's not as bad as everybody puts her out to be.
Did you mean to say, do you know about what's happening in Belarus?
Nope. I haven't heard.
Cool. Basically, there's currently a lot of civil... I don't know if it's already
unrest.
civil war, but what's happening is,
I was
for
talking
a while
about England,
now,
like, I don't want to see, like, Queen Elizabeth die anytime soon, because we want to know what the fucking next one's going to be like.
Well, I'm mostly concerned because it is bordering Poland, and we have had issues with it, but essentially, president of Belarus is, like, decided he wishes to be king.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's the type of people who are going to be in trouble in a couple of years.
And it's causing a lot of issues. And then Poland was...
You are president. You're fucking off. You're not Donald Trump. And
And then
Donald Trump
fucking Polish government was just like, we won't accept immigrants, and then Polish people were protesting at the border, just being like, can you fucking accept immigrants? Do you not realize what our history is, you fucking idiots?
Oh god. Like
The world
Ireland,
is
we're happy
dying.
to accept immigrants as long as they're not going to murder us.
I think I'm happy to accept any person as long as it's not going to cause
murder
any
us.
damage me.
Yeah. Oh god. Let's see like some of the reasons why Ireland has trust issues.
I'm not fucking English. What do you want from me?
We have trust issues with every ethnic group. Oh dear.
Fucking what the fuck did Poland do to Ireland? Riddle me that.
I don't know.
Well, we came with the Celtic Tiger, and then suddenly, oh, everyone lost their jobs, but also Poland is here, so let's blame it all on the immigrants.
Oh god.
People still fucking do that.
That was a fucking thing. Oh god.
I love fucking...
What the fuck was that? It was like a
Sorry.
weird noise.
Yeah, I moved my mic.
Oh. I was like, what the fuck?
I was worried I was yelling too much.
You yelling is like a person whispering, Patrishka, so don't worry about it.
I've been told, but it still seems like yelling in my ears, so...
It's like somebody's whispering like an argument to me. It's like, okay, that's fine.
I am terrifying, fear me!
Fear me! Fear me! This is like oh dear. Imagine if you were like a leader of the group that was like evil and you're just like screaming.
What the fuck would I do? Steal cats? Like what am I doing?
Oh, that should be absolutely evil. Stealing people's cats.
I pick up stray cats from the streets and give them a home.
Absolutely demonic.
And I go on to private people's fields to get flowers for the flower crowns for the cats. It's fucking, I'll be the ruthless ruler.
Dictator of cats. Oh god.
I don't know, I haven't watched Star Wars. I don't know how to do ruthless rulers.
Oh god, Star Wars. Ugh. That barely
They're
understands
making
what
another
war is.
one. They're making a Boba Fett movie. I got like 3
well,
ads
Boba
for
Fett
it.
is fine. That's not too
It
bad.
seems pretty chill, but I'm like not at all attached to the character, and I feel like I need to understand Star Wars. I hate when movies do this. When you can't watch a movie without having to watch 5 other movies. Like, to me, that means the movie isn't properly directed, because I feel like any movie you should be able to go in, unless it's like an actual direct sequel, like 1 or 2.
Like, if it was the Harry Potter movies, you should watch the first few, and then, like, if you were doing that, it's fine.
Most movies should, at least like 80% of the movie should be digestible by itself, without any other stuff.
Like, slightly explain what's happening. Slightly. They don't need to explain the whole plot. They just need to explain a small bit to make the thing make sense.
It's called fucking lore building, people.
Like, even if, like, you're in the middle of a world and you already know everything, you should at least get, like, a small little bit of exposition, not, like, a whole movie of it, because I think that's actually happened in the Star Wars films before. Literally, a whole movie that was all about, like, fucking... Literally just, like, a whole democracy thing. I think that was one of the films. It was literally them chatting the entire time, and it was called Star Wars.
It's called Star Wars, nothing else.
It's just like Star Wars something. And it was like, all it was people chatting shit about democracy.
Is it like a political movie?
It was pretty much that. And the Harry Potter films did that very well in the last few films. But the fucking Star Wars films did terribly with it.
I don't.
Like they actually hired a political movie director for the Harry Potter films, which was a good idea.
The thing is, with Star Wars, I feel like there's so much shit, and I honestly think, from what I can tell, most of the movies are directed for Star Wars fans and not for new fans. Yeah. And that's why I have no intent of getting into it, because I don't want to watch series and movies upon movies just to get what's happening in the most recent ones.
I do
Because
like
with the Marvel
certain things.
movies,
The Marvel movies,
I
I just
haven't
don't
watched
like them. But like,
all of
it's
them,
just
but the ones I have watched, even out of context, I've enjoyed. I watched none of the Captain America movies until I watched Civil War, and I had a grand time. I wasn't missing anything.
I
Like,
didn't really like them, but like you guys like them, and I like that's fine.
I like most bits. There's obviously parts where I'm like, did fucking Captain America have to kiss this possible grandniece of his? Probably not, but you
Probably
know,
not, but like let's just leave it at that.
did Disney have to fucking queer bait the whole community with fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Probably not, but hey, they got views, right?
Oh god.
It's great.
I'm getting sick
I
of like
love
the
it.
whole thing, like people just using the gay thing for their own
Well,
needs.
I know I'm not part of the community, but from what I can tell, I feel like it's better to not include than include incorrectly.
Yeah. It's fine
Because
like
I feel like including
if you don't include
incorrectly.
if you don't include and you don't intend to include, don't include. Because it causes more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I feel like it causes a lot more damage if you do it wrong, and like gives ammunition to people who are against, I guess, giving human beings rights that
Humans are humans. Oh, and this poor squid just ended up on my farm.
Whoops.
Not even on my farm. He ended up on the log right next to my farm.
Like, that's also another thing. Is also given just everyone the same rights, also political. Like, gay people should be able to marry, and people who want to transition should be able to transition. Is that political? Is it? To me, it seems just, you know, let people do what they want to do if they're not hurting anyone.
But like the thing is, it has worked in the past if you just give people the right to do whatever the fuck they want as long as it's not murder. It has worked in the past because we know it has. There's Brehon.
Yeah.
Which was literally the old law system that used to be in Ireland before the British came. It worked because nobody ended up like murdering people as much as they did when it came to fucking coming here and changing the system, which caused more problems. And nobody intended to follow that law system until Queen Elizabeth happened. Oh god.
She did something. I don't remember what.
She pretty much just enforced common law. Not kidding, that is literally what it was called. Common law. Of course it was.
Well, does that literally just make everyone fit into the same
No, basically
bubble?
it was... yeah, it was to do that. But basically what she did was make sure that the law system was more in favour towards British people than Irish people.
Because it already wasn't enough, right?
Yeah, and then basically what she did after that was make sure that all the British landlords did not hire Irish people or give Irish people any rights on the land. That didn't work until the Irish started losing like a lot more land than they should have at the time.
Because they started colonizing, right?
Yeah, and it would have been fine if Queen Elizabeth didn't do what she did. It would have been fine because the Irish people would have been happy to like work under them. But they did a lot of shit that caused a lot more trouble. Like, it would have actually worked out in her favour if she allowed the Irish to be themselves and join the British community instead of immediately murder us all if we tried to do anything that actually benefited them. Oh, God. And then she set up the penal law system, which is, let's just say that is the worst system to ever have if you want to be seen as a good person.
Yeah, wasn't it just horribly corrupt?
And it was also a thing that literally killed a person for breathing. Basically, that is the best way of describing it.
I mean, frankly, around that time, everyone was killing people for breathing.
Yeah. And it was basically, if you were religious, you were murdered. If you were a teacher, you were murdered. If you spoke
Was it religious
Irish,
or was it just Catholic?
It was... Every Irish person was put under this law system. And basically, it put Protestants on a higher pedestal.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
it was favoring British and Protestants over everyone else.
And basically, they basically murdered every Catholic individual that was in the country if they showed any sort of faith towards it. It was basically the Reformation in England. But it didn't work because the Irish people set up things like hedge schools and like secret schools and secret priest locations, and they did a lot of the things that the British Catholics did when they were trying to escape the Reformation. But basically what happened was that Catholic priests worked here but were getting not a great settlement. There is a lot of things like around here, like certain, like, I'm not saying that all Protestants were bad here. There was a lot of good Protestant landlords. There was a lot of good ones.
That's everywhere.
Like, there was a lot of good people, but they were really just brought down by assholes. Oh dear. I'm gonna make my first batch of cookies.
Yay!
Wow.
I love politics. That's why I didn't study history in secondary school.
Oh god, but like Irish history goes down a lot down that fucking route, and as a result, a lot of people get bored of it. And
because it's all fucking Britain just fucking you over for fucking centuries, and it gets so repetitive, and you're like, I get it, they suck.
Like the thing is that it gets up to that point, but then once you get up to the 1800s, that's when it gets interesting. They just always force down the fucking crap part down our necks for 500 years nearly. And then we get up to the last 300, which is actually interesting. Oh, God. Because Irish people got into British politics, and it got really funny because we were starting to act like cunts towards them in spite. The definition of spite is Daniel O'Connell. Like, that was the definition of spite. Oh, dear.
I like Polish history because essentially it's the epitome of the term, and then it got worse.
Isn't that most Irish? Isn't that most histories?
Dude, we stopped existing for 200 years because 3 empires invaded us at the same time.
Oh, God.
And the thing is, at some point, I don't fucking know how we did it. I don't remember what century it was, but we had like a weirdly democratic system happening when people still had kings and shit. It was the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Lithuanian Commonwealth. It was a kingdom. That's fun.
Lithuanian Commonwealth. It just sounds like the British, like, Commonwealth.
The Polish king, she married the king of Lithuania, and they merged kingdoms over the years to become the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth.
Ah.
And it was... Where the fuck is this stupid system that shouldn't have worked? It was 17... whatever. So I guess 18th century. What the fuck was their political system? I know it's weird because they didn't have a king elected by birth, but it was elected by votes from the wealthy folk, which made up 10% of the kingdom.
Yeah, that's basically nearly every, like, corrupt system during that time period.
It was fine until it was corrupted by the people who wanted to get rid of our nation. Or kingdom, I suppose.
There was actually a thing with how Charles Stewart Parnell wanted to do it, and most Irish people wanted to do it. Well, most Irish politicians wanted to, like, get Irish home rule, was to basically shove the British out by political rule instead of, like, murdering everybody who was here, which basically what happened. But basically what they wanted to do was put all the Protestants on top as a way of allowing the Irish people to benefit from it. It was a weird system, but it was actually agreed upon because at the time there wasn't as many educated Irish people as there were educated Protestants. And it
but how is that similar to what I was talking
about? But the thing was that it pretty much put all Protestants on the top, and they were all rich people.
Okay, but we had a pretty diverse thing, though. How many people? It was fucking insane. How many people we had? How many fucking... What's it? Groups ethnicities? Is that it?
Ethnic groups. That's the better way of saying it. Ethnic group. Ethnic group. That would have been like
it was
great.
primarily Poles, Lithuanians, Ukrainians, Belarusians. I think there was some Germs, and there was, I know,
some
a mix
germs.
of Germans. Sorry.
Some germs.
Some germs.
Oh god, that would make sense if it was like World War II, but not now.
Yeah.
That time period.
And there was also a mix of religious groups. I know there were Catholics. I don't know if there were Protestants.
Imagine if you
but
said
I know there
that
was
in front of Spoon. Some germs.
She's half German, and she's made enough Nazi jokes for me to be able to fucking call her a germ, I think.
Oh my god.
Okay, do you remember that? Do you remember how uncomfortably sit in class?
Oh god. Well, I wasn't in your year, so...
I know. Lunch.
She moved into your year, which was weird in the sense.
No, she was in TY.
Yeah.
So when we were starting, she was in our year.
Yeah, it's such a strange thing. Well, like, to be honest, I should have stayed back here, to be honest, but I couldn't because there was other things in the way of my life progressing, and there still is a lot of fucking shit in my way. So
history is fun.
It was an enjoyable subject because I had a good teacher for it.
I want to learn more about Slavic history because I feel like we get shafted a lot but no one cares or talks about it because it's those eastern countries. Who cares, right? The fucking creeper.
The fucking creepers.
Fucking creepers invaded my country.
Oh dear. I'm making a little.
Oh yeah, there was also
for my
there was a
pandas.
point when Sweden also invaded us for some fucking reason. I don't know what Sweden wanted with us, but you know.
Welcome. It's Sweden, the constantly neutral country invading someone.
For fucking sake.
Imagine if Sweden tried to invade anyone nowadays. Oh god, they could probably take somebody.
They I know they had a bunch of fucking conflicts with Finland, I think. I'm dying!
Oh no. Is it your first death? Probably not.
No, I refuse. I run. Tactical retreat, I mean.
Tactical retreat.
Oh.
Oh god.
No, history's fun, but you always have to be very careful for
I do like
some
the way
propaganda.
that certain like groups, like certain like ways of like explaining history with unbiased ways of doing it. In the case of like horrible histories, they do a very good version of British history in the way of like telling the horrible parts and the good parts. Like there is some good parts to the British people.
Yeah, like I'm not denying Poland had no bad parts. Like I remember when we got wiped off the map, we coped by going from our ethnic historical backgrounds and accepting different religions to going mostly heavily Catholic Polish nationalist, which was very yikes. But you know, when you get invaded by a couple empires
the only reason
and
my
you know,
Irish
enslaved,
people even like took in Catholicism was because it was just too similar to the Protestant version. Like to like the original like religion we have, because they absorbed the original religion instead of like immediately destroying it.
That's most religions. Like a lot of Polish stuff is also mixed in with a lot of pagan folklore that came from.
I just like how the Catholic Church did it instead of like just immediately prosecuting people for just like, oh, you believe in this? Well, fuck off.
I mean, our Pope's pretty chill. You know?
Yeah, he's pretty nice. He's pretty nice. But we haven't heard anything from him since.
It's fine. The Polish people were very happy when he happened because we're like, oh my god, does that mean we can stop being invaded by countries? We don't know. We'll see what Belarus is up to, but for now, yes.
Belarus. Fucking Belarus.
Belarus, chill.
There's already enough of conflict in this world. Like, we're currently in a position of like, oh god, what's gonna happen? What's happening?
With Northern Ireland, yeah.
It's just like, are the Northern, like, is the Nationalists or the Unionists going to attack each other? It's just like, Brexit shouldn't have happened. It was just such a stupid thing for Northern Ireland.
It was, but from what I could tell, because I looked into it, it seems that a lot of people were like had a misconception.
Yeah. But
Because
like the thing
what
was, it
happened?
was like Boris Johnson and his group decided, oh yeah, we're gonna spread fucking shit around.
No, what happened is a lot of people were under the impression that all the taxes that they paid towards the EU and the EU funds would be returned to them, and that wasn't the case. So
Yeah, that would never be the case. Like,
they wanted
yeah.
to leave to get those funds back, but not only did they leave, but they also didn't get the funds back, so that's why now the pound is kind of,
Yeah, it's getting fucked over by their just bad decision making.
it's slowly
like,
struggling.
Like they were at the time when they decided, oh, we're gonna go leave Europe, and it was like, it's never going to go down. And it's like, no, when you come back to Europe, you're never going to have the pound ever again, because that's going to be a part of the agreement to remove it entirely
Would
from
it?
the system. It would most likely be as a kick to the face for England.
I don't think so, unless there's an actual reason behind it. I don't see why we would.
Like, if Europe decided you're going to be Euro now, it would just be a
No.
kick to the face to them.
No, it's the nation decides on it. It's not the EU's say.
Well, didn't they put in a law like most European unions, like if they're joining now, they
No.
have to take the euro? Was that a thing?
I don't think so. Poland joined like 2003 or 4, and we still use the zloty, so...
Oh yeah, the zloty, the terrible currency that you have.
That's not a whole... Like, it's divided by 4, so
Divided
it's not
by
like the
4?
weakest. Like, essentially, anything you would buy from Poland in zloty, you would divide it by 4 to get the price in euros.
Jeez.
So if you got a bottle of Coke in Poland for like 3 zloty, you divide that by 4, so it's like under like 75 cents for a 2-liter bottle of Coke. I think it's even less than that, but yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're not doing good economically. Fucking
Yeah.
shocker.
Shocker.
Who would have thought?
The European nation that is literally called
For
the
some
European
fucking
nation
reason.
that has
Okay,
a lot
so
of trouble.
I had to talk with a guy from Latvia, right? And I don't know what it is with Slavic people, but we really like to talk about how more shitty our government is to another person's government is who is Slavic. Like, it always happens. Like, for some reason,
Like, my government's shitter than yours. Like,
basically, like, I remember we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, our, like
here in Ireland,
economy isn't
what
that
we
good.
just say to you is like every government shit. You don't need to worry about how shit your country's government is.
The thing is, right, we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, it's really bad, like, living in Slavic countries, and then he immediately was just like, yeah, but Poland's way better off than Latvia. Like, anything I would earn in, like, Poland would be way better than learning in Latvia. I'm like, that's great. I'm sure that's the case, but that doesn't mean I can be, like, not dissatisfied with my government. Like, if it was that great, I wouldn't have moved. I'm pretty sure. Well, I had no say in the matter, but... yeah.
If you had a say, you would have stayed, probably.
Yeah, with my family. Like, I had way more attachment to my grandparents than my parents. But that's just, you know,
that's just how
trauma or whatever. That would be...
Oh, God.
It's great. I love when on Christmas Day my parents joked about how me having anxiety is because they isolated me from everyone and refused to let me go out. And they were like, haha, funny. I'm like, haha, thanks.
This is like one of
assholes.
those moments of like, why the fuck did you even talk?
Yeah. Well, I was forced to set the fucking dinner. It's Christmas, right?
Oh God, Christmas.
Because my dad was just like, yeah, you listen to BTS, would you go to their concert? And I'm like, no. And they're like, why? I'm like, because there's so many people and it's like really loud. Like, I would have a fucking horrible time there. Like, my anxiety would be, like, I genuinely don't know if I'd be able to, like, function there. And they were like, oh my God, that's just because, like, your mom raised you, like, by yourself and you only walk in the woods. And I'm like, I walked in the woods with Granny. You guys weren't there ever. Like, is this funny? Like, neglecting your children, just like a haha. Isn't this funny? How socially in-depth you are, because we, like, didn't do anything. I'm like, fucking, I love Christmas. Yay,
Yeah,
every year.
Oh God. Oh dear. Like on Christmas Eve, I actually found out that my mother had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
I
Why do
literally
they?
on Christmas Eve. It was
Why
I
do the
was going.
shittiest parents do this on Christmas?
I literally was I was like going through the presses like cleaning up, and I just found out like I just found this page, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, what's this? And I read it, and it literally said, recombinant miscarriage. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Just gonna put this away and just pretend like I didn't see.
Well, I did actually look inside of it because I was like, okay, was this one of my relatives or something? I was like, okay, because I was like, I was unconsciously like, I didn't think that man would have ever had, but apparently she did.
Well,
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that, but like, to be honest, it's like something that will come up eventually.
yeah.
Like,
Probably not on stream though.
Yeah, not on stream. It's fine.
How we have bad family relationships.
Oh dear. Yeah, but that's like a thing that happened. I was like, okay. I was like, who is this? I was like, yeah. Sad, but what can you do? It happens.
Yeah. I also had the annual conversation of why aren't you having children? By your age, I was already about to get married.
Jesus.
What are you doing? And I'm like, you know, maybe
what are you
it's
doing?
'cause...
It's because we live in the 21st century and we don't live in like whatever period you grew up in.
But also, once again, it's like, no, I haven't had the best social time in my life, so like whether
you're only
like it's
20, like if that was said by an Irish parent, that would be like, I'm going to kick you in the face if you say that again.
The thing is, like, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I have mental things that make it more difficult for me to do that.
Yeah, like you're in like you're still a child like in this country. Like still technically you're still like
21.
Well, technically like as an adult, you're still young as an adult. Pretty much.
I get what you're saying, but
yeah,
I'm not a child.
I'm not saying it in like in the best way possible, but like basically we're like young and we shouldn't really be hoping to have children right now.
I mean, I want to have kids by like 30.
Yeah, that's
but then,
like not when you're like starting your 20s.
No, but I would want to. I was actually thinking about trying to like actually do dating, but I'm like, how would I even go about that? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Probably Tinder, I don't know anything else. Or Bumble, which one's better? I don't know.
I have no clue, but I'm not ever gonna try.
No, no interest.
No interest.
So I see. It's great. I love talking about relationship advice with a gay man and an asexual friend.
No interest in like...
never,
technically I am asexual, but I know I'm gay, so it's just kind of like... Technically I am, but I'm not really as far as Lydia is. Oh, like, Lydia is asexual for definite, and I'm just a gay guy who has no interest in any sort of relationship. Oh, dear.
I suppose. I do, I'm just incompetent. That's just me.
Oh, dear. You just need to, like, basically... Most of it's just, like, finding someone, and I don't really know myself, like...
Yeah, I was about to say, like...
I've plenty of cousins who have, like, children and, like, married and all that stuff, but, like... Most of it's just finding a person at the right time at the right place. Like, in the case of one of my cousins, she went to she was, like, in a pageant, like, the Rose Trelay. She was in the Rose Trelay, which she found her husband there. And, it was just her being in the right place at the right time.
But you see, Thomas, there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I don't drink or go to clubs, so...
Just, like, you can find him anywhere. Find him on the beach.
On the yeah, I'll go to the beach in the middle of winter in fucking Ireland. Find my dream man there.
Find your dream man.
fucking surfing in goddamn -1 degree water.
Well, it does happen. There's plenty of those types of guys around here.
I know there is.
Yeah.
I'm aware. They're probably the same people who wear short and tank top in winter and go like, why are you cold?
They're mostly wearing, like, wetsuits, which is quite common.
Dude, I see so many people at my factory wearing shorts and tank tops, and then when everyone else is wearing jackets and jumpers, they're like, why are you cold? And I'm like, are you insane?
Are these...
You're
Are these Irish people or are they Polish people?
Irish! I saw one Polish guy too. Everyone else was Irish. No, one was, I think, British. I don't know what he is. British Irish.
Well, I guess they have a lot more muscle than brains. Just saying.
I don't know what it is. But I also did watch a video where abroad in Japan, he's a guy who travels around Japan. He's British. And he and his friend one day decided to climb Mount Fuji on a whim. In like shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh,
I think
Jesus.
he brought like a jacket, but his friend didn't. And I'm like, how didn't you die? Because by the time you reach the top, it's like easily -10. It's a fucking giant ass volcano mountain. Like, what are you doing?
I do wear like short clothes in winter, but not outside. It's only inside I do that. Like, I'm not going insane by doing that inside. When I'm comfy and not in a freaking freezing ass room.
I guess the only benefit of that would, if I dated a guy was like this, he'll always give me my jacket, because I guess it'll just never be cold. And I'll always be cold.
You'll just always be freezing. Well, at least your children won't be freezing.
Who knows?
Oh, dear.
I'm still debating where I want to move to, because I know I won't be able to live in Ireland my whole life. I just
Come on, you. Come here. Come on, pandas. Follow me.
But I need wood.
Okay, I'm just currently I'm trying to attract all my pandas into their new pen.
How's that working out for you?
Well, they're all coming towards me, and the baby turned into a freaking giant panda halfway through. I've got 3 pandas now.
That's how panda puberty works.
Now I have 4 pandas. This is a lot easier than trying to move cows in this game.
Cows are really bad.
Well, in real life, they're pretty hard to move anyway. So it's kind of true to life in a case.
God, I'm just jumping around. Should I chance looking for trees elsewhere?
Come here. Come on, where's your mum? There's your mum. Come on. Come on, you. Come on. Come in here. Okay, I almost have a big old family in here. Come here. Come here.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna use cobble. I'm not patient enough to wait for trees.
There we go.
Free service.
Come on. Now. Oh dear. And we're sorry for getting so political for so long.
Huh?
Saying that to the stream.
What did I say? I guess Poland?
Yeah.
You went back to Irish history again.
Yeah, we did all that shit. We went in a loop there.
We...
We kinda did. You can't deny it, because we kinda did.
You know, you keep saying we, and I'm just thinking, like, I did say Belarus and Poland. I guess
Give
if you
her a
want to count...
second. Just give her a second.
What, give me a sec. What else did I say? Health? Is rights, giving rights to people? Is that political?
I think that was it.
Really?
Yeah, because
People
that's
are
it,
fucking
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Because it triggers you to know that someone else is able to live their life comfortably, is that it?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's politics, so I see.
Political.
I'm still not entirely sure on the whole left and right thing. I still think that's mostly America, but I don't fucking know.
Left and right. The American version of left and right is a little bit more...
Do they really just have two parties?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that is literally it.
How does anything function?
Because it's America. Nothing
is
functions
America.
properly. Nothing functions properly.
No, they got freedom.
They've got freedom, but
They've
is it really freedom?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, people with guns and constant threats of children getting murdered by idiots.
Honestly, I feel like maybe people could say that's political, but my biggest thing is, why do you have to say the national anthem every morning at school?
Yeah, we don't do that here, and it's
That's
quite
so
nice.
bizarre. Like, a lot of other things I could maybe chalk up to, yeah, sure, whatever, you're
Actually,
right.
I'm not even sure which national anthem we have. I think we have two, don't we? Here?
Who are you talking to?
Ireland, Ireland. I'm talking to you.
You're talking to me about your Irish. There's one in Irish and there's one in English.
Okay, I was wondering because I remember is it Fianna Fianna Fáil or is it?
Yes,
okay,
and then there's
Fianna
another
Fáil.
one.
Yeah, I was I forgot which one we had because it's.
It's okay, Thomas, because I know one line from my Polish anthem.
I only know how to pray in Irish, and it's okay.
The line I know, which is, Poland has yet to die once we still live, and that's the only line I know from the Polish anthem.
Poland is yet to die.
Once we still live. And that's mostly based on our history from our country and state being wiped off the map because someone goes hey, we don't want you having that. And then, you know, we're just stuck under other fucking systems being oppressed, and people go oh, that's fine.
But isn't that most national anthems describing the history slightly?
Wait, isn't Sweden just about murder? What's the one with murder?
I don't remember.
There's one which is just talking about killing their enemies. Oh no, it's France.
It's France. Oh yeah, that's the revolution one.
Yeah, cut off their heads or something.
That's France.
French
oh
national
god.
anthem.
The French. They brought you the French Revolution.
Let's march so that the
Off
impure blood waters our fields.
Yeah.
How glorious.
That sounds like France. That sounds like France during that period.
Go France.
Oh, France. You love a bus camp. You.
I don't know. France sometimes has issues. I don't know. It's like every other country.
Yeah, but most countries have problems, and sadly, it's a lot of terrible problems. We should really stop talking about other countries and just start talking about shit.
What shit can we rant about? YouTube ads, they suck, right?
Oh, they suck. Why do we always go back to that one?
Because it's part of our daily life and we cannot avoid it.
We can't avoid it because we're nerds. Nerds.
I mean, most of the media is fucking...
Yeah.
Actually, okay, Netflix. Arcane, League of Legends animated cartoon series. I've heard it's very good. I'm going to watch it, because I've seen clips. I've heard it's good. It looks really good. I'm going to watch that.
I haven't watched it yet, and I don't think I will watch it, but who knows?
To be fair, you don't... From what I know, you don't really watch series. I guess you just said you watched South Park.
Recently, but that was just because I've been watching random crap. and I had nothing else to do.
I need to finish Cowboy Bebop and Nichijou, which I think I got like a few episodes on each left. And then I can fucking, I don't know, continue my weakness in another direction. I'm waiting for the Jujutsu Kaisen movie to come out internationally because it was released in Japan till 25th. But it's still not in cinemas in Ennis because I looked and it's not on this week. And I don't know when it'll be on. They showed the fucking Demon Slayer movie in cinemas, so yeah, I presume they would. I was so surprised. I saw Demon Slayer airing in cinemas in Ireland. I was like, oh.
They only do it like in all I've seen is like the Omniplex in Limerick does it, but I guess they started doing it in the cinema in Ennis.
Who would have thought weebs exist everywhere now?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I thought the Omniplex was just going to show shit films that we don't really like. They're technically good films, but we just don't like them.
I don't know, I've met quite a few Irish people that watch anime.
Yeah.
I'm slowly getting my sister into anime, just wait.
Just waiting.
She'll get there.
She'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
It's basically you need to get a taste for it, and then...
You need to find something that you enjoy and relate to, and then from there you can go from similar genres and animation studios, and then you'll slowly be able to find things you want to watch.
Yeah.
I've just always been the type of person to just blindly waddle into something I've heard is vaguely interesting, or just I like the look of it, or something. And a lot of times I might get disappointed. There was one where it was dreadful. Fucking shit. I don't even know if anyone's reviewed the series I watched. It was some fucking vampire romance bullshit.
That sounds like every movie from the a certain period.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with this. It was based on a visual novel.
That doesn't really help.
What that means is it was based on the video game romance shit, and they decided that let's make it a video game. It sucked. The main character wasn't the main character. I think you're supposed to self-insert yourself, but she became weirdly a religious symbol at some point, so that was weird if they intended to do that. Like, they kept calling her Eve in season 2, and how she was gonna be, like, rebirthed, and all that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? All the guys were weirdly rapey, and I'm like, who was finding this attractive? Like, this one fucking asshole had a fedora, and I'm like, why are you wearing a fedora? Don't.
Fedora, the most recent... Well, is it recent? It's like freaking... Close enough. It's close enough to being like a really shitty thing that people do.
What happened is Justin Timberlake wore it in the early 2000s, and people thought it looked cool, but then they realized no one but Justin Timberlake can pull it off, so they stopped. Or at least most people stopped. Nice guys still wear them. Ladies and the such.
Oh dear. Oh,
so yeah. I don't know. On YouTube I've just been watching fucking just random shit, I guess.
I haven't watched much stuff on YouTube recently.
New FNAF came out, but it's honestly underwhelming, so that's a thing.
Never really interested in that series.
Everyone's just waiting for E3. That's it.
Oh god, E3, that's going to be a freaking mess.
And by everyone is I'm waiting for you and Lydia to watch it and then just tell me the things that are interesting.
Yep. That's basically what we do for you.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's okay. Really, I post Lydia any new information on anime she's interested in.
Yeah.
So it's good. You don't watch anything, so like I can't support you.
I don't really watch any much. I don't watch the stuff you watch anyway.
No, you watch like fucking Irish comedies from like the 1990s.
Sometimes. I haven't watched them in a long while. But they are funny to an extent because I like listening to crap that's just funny.
I've been like really craving?
Wow.
I want a good horror. You know,
I almost heard
last
you see horror. It was very
mm,
close for a
I don't
second
want a
there.
good, not a horror, a horror.
Oh dear, it was just a funny,
Because
like it
I
was
feel
very
like
close, but
this
not really.
last decade has sucked with horror. Like I can't
Like
think of
there's a
anything.
few things that apparently were good, but
What's the thing? The Haunting of whatever mansion. The first season was good. I heard the second season became more of like a romance. It was less of a horror, so I didn't watch it. The Conjuring movies are just. First of all, the ones I have watched I thought were hilarious, and the recent ones are apparently not good, so I don't see the point. And
okay.
the most recent horror movie that's been on my mind that I can clearly remember, I feel like is some weird trauma because it's the Ring versus the Grudge movie,
Oh
uh,
no.
with a shitty Japanese American dub. It's very bizarre because it's set in Japan, but most of them are American actors. But there are times where they dub off Japanese people with American actors, but then sometimes they put on like this very racist Japanese accent.
For fuck's sake.
Don't know why. So if
Okay.
anyone likes shitty horror movies, The Ring versus the Grudge, like
It's terrible. It's just
it's
terrible.
pretty bad, yeah.
Oh
If you
dear.
want to have a time, that's a time. But yeah, also I just don't get scared by fucking Hollywood movies that much. I don't know.
Hollywood doesn't make great movies in general.
It's weird because like any movie horror that has any impact on me is usually because of gore, but that's not scare. It's because I'm fucking grossed out. You know? There's a difference between leaving the cinema and being tense and with a lasting impression, as opposed to being like, well, that was gross. I wish I never saw that. You know? Like, I'm never gonna watch the Saw movies because that's just fucking torture porn, essentially. And I'm
pretty
like,
much.
I don't want to see that.
I've lots of dirt now if you want it.
I guess I can make a. I've just been running around because I don't have trees and I'm waiting for them to grow so I can come back to you.
If you want the dirt, it's inside the chest marked as dirt. You'll see that I have like a sorting system put up.
Coolio.
It's not
I will
really
say,
a proper one.
I just remembered Get Out was good.
Okay.
It was the one with the what's it, the newish director.
Oh god, there was a. No, I can't remember the film's name actually. So there was.
He directed a second movie. It was Us. He directed Us, I think, as well.
I'm gonna put an oak sapling as the picture for my.
I haven't seen Us, but I've heard it's very empowering, or very deep messaging for capitalism. I guess.
Capitalism. It's terrible.
I don't know. All these capitalism, socialist fucking terms, I only know because Americans keep saying it, and I'm like, what does any of it mean?
Like,
I get the difference.
Know what you're saying.
I get the difference between capitalism and like communism, mostly because I've dealt with both, like government-wise. But like,
it will expire in a second. Okay, that's just
whatever. Let's we're not gonna get in this again. But he directed that movie. I haven't seen it. I might see it in the future. I don't know. I guess maybe. It just seems very much based on a lot of issues America has, so I feel like it's gonna be less relatable to me. Which is fine. It does. Not every movie has to relate to me.
I'll make that a bamboo chest. What? Oh, there we
bamboo go. Chest. What other movies? God damn it! There's no movies. Apparently, Disney released a movie, or was it Pixar? I don't know. They're all the fucking same nowadays, but
it's probably Pixar.
It was the. Was it Viva? What's it? The one with the girl who doesn't have any powers and a family with powers?
I have no clue.
It's apparently very good, but no one's talking about it because no one cares about Disney anymore.
Disney is just Disney. I think I might make a weapons chest, and I think the server's lagging a small bit.
Encanto. I think it's set in Mexico, so I don't know the pronunciation. I apologize.
Oh, there we go. The chest finally opened for me, and I was on the ladder. Bloody hell.
Oh, is it bad? I still haven't seen Hamilton.
Hamilton?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Not that bad, because I can't think of what you're talking about.
Holy shit, it's like the most popular fucking musical that came out when it came out. People still probably
I know
talk
what
about
you're
it.
talking about. No, it's not that bad that you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know a lot of the songs about it, but like, I don't know, I feel like things based on stage plays I would like to see on a stage.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we watched King Lear, I really enjoyed it, like watching the live performance. But the thing is, Ireland doesn't have that many theatres, so...
Like, we have Glore and Ennis, and then we have a load in Dublin, and then that's really it.
Yeah, but they don't show any, like,
and,
actually
there isn't that many,
things.
like,
Yeah.
variety. There isn't that much variety in it.
They're not gonna fucking, like, show King Lear and Glore.
Well, not very often.
No.
It's not like saying that they won't do it. They probably will do it. It's just like it's very unoften.
Because it doesn't seem like there's too many people going into acting in Ireland, does it?
Well, acting, it would be mostly on TV, not really into stage plays that often.
I mean, that's all the same, though.
Yeah. Like, there is a lot of, like, Irish actors. It's just, they wouldn't be going into any other version but, like, the actual TV version.
Do you know what I found really bizarre? Because I was looking at college courses, and I wanted to look at anything to do with teaching, and if there's any specific, like, courses of teaching, like, do you want, like, history teaching or whatever the hell, right? Yeah. There's fucking barely anything in Ireland for teaching. And I was very surprised, because I feel like historically Ireland was known to be somewhat decent when
most of those schools have closed down due to the recession, and a lot of those people being let's just say there was quite a few that actually caused trouble.
Yeah, but if there's like I get it, the church is fucking
the church
horrible with children.
Yeah, the church kind of mostly ran those sort of schools, and they all got shut down.
It still does mostly, but I feel like if we're at a time where we're lacking teachers, why is there not many more courses for teaching? Like, a lot of them were like primary teaching or like just secondary teaching, but none of them are. Hello.
I'm currently inside my my storage. Here's the dirt, and this is down here.
Oh, I never do this. This is nice. What can I take?
You can take all the dirt out of there.
Okay, thank you.
Also, if you want an oak saplings, they're here. Right here.
I have oak saplings, but thank you.
Do you want some? Actually, you can just get bamboo from outside.
I have plenty of bamboo. It grows like a parasite. I don't know. It just grows real fast.
Let's see. Anything else? I'll put all of this into the wood. Where's my wood chest? Oh, my wood chest. This one. Why do I keep on forgetting the wood chest is the one with the sapling on?
Put a block of wood on it. I don't know.
I'll figure out eventually. Glass can go into the stone chest.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Along with sand.
I also just mostly want to spend time to work on my comic, and I'm having my driver's learner's permit on New Year's. Do you just immediately start in the car?
No, you can't immediately go straight for your driver's test as well. You need to...
No, the learner's permit, I mean.
The learner's permit, you need to get an instructor, and you might not get one very soon. Because they're all booked up currently. So you might
That's great. I love that.
But, like, anyways, like, you won't be doing it until, like, 6 months after you get the 12 weeks done. Once you've done the 12 weeks, you can do it. But you need to wait 6 months after you've got your first learner's permit to actually take the test.
How does that make any... Oh, wait, do you mean... And then after I get the driver's license?
You need to make sure you pass it, of course. But, like, You need to wait 6 months, then you can go for the driver's test. But you also need 12 weeks with an instructor before you can
I know
do
that.
the test.
I get that. So you have to be driving with an L.
For at least 6 months before you can actually do the test.
Okay, yeah, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But at least you can drive after your learners, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once, well, as long as you have somebody who has a license in the car with you.
Ugh.
Yep. They just don't want people to crash.
The fucking driving isn't the problem. It's the problem that all you fucking idiots like drinking and driving. Like in Ireland, that's the biggest thing. The radio keeps saying, "Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive." People still fucking drink and drive.
Now I might make a house on top of this place.
I'm gonna be reading more manga because I got one for Christmas that I asked my sister for. It's A Man and His Cat, and it's about this lonely businessman who adopts a very ugly cat. And that's it.
That's the whole premise.
That's the premise. It's an ugly cat that gets adopted by a businessman.
Oh god.
And I'm also... What am I doing? I'm still reading Komi Can't Communicate. And I'm very much enjoying. I'm still terrified of ever watching the anime. Because I know... I don't want it to be ruined. And I know anime has a problem where it can crash and burn. So I'm gonna wait a bit.
Okay, I'm just making myself a nice collection of items.
So what are your goals in Minecraft? Are you gonna go to the Nether? Like, what's happening?
I'm gonna explore. That's my goal, to explore.
I see.
There isn't really any maximum goal to this. It's just to explore, see the things. Just currently I'm building up materials. I think I've got a nice sorting system currently. I might do a lot more redstone stuff, which is something that I'm going to have to eventually figure out.
I'd say Google.
Yeah.
It's gotten pretty complicated.
I've got a chest specific for redstone and redstone items that I know of, like redstone repeaters, pistons, dispensers, those sorts of things. You
still can't tame bunnies, right?
I think that's... yeah, I think that's the case.
Are they literally just here for fucking rabbit's feet?
Yeah, I think so. And, well, rabbit, but rabbit isn't that
good. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. I guess rabbits do.
Well, in real life, like, you can literally die from just eating rabbit forever. It's literally called rabbit, starvation.
I think you can die from eating any one thing forever.
But, like, rabbit specifically causes, malnutrition to a greater degree. According to, like, somebody did actually die from only eating rabbit as their main source of meat. Because for some reason it has something to do with rabbit meat. It's something like there is actually a condition for starvation that's called something rabbit that's associated with eating rabbit meat. It's not a good meat to eat anyway, like eating large quantities of it. Like you're eating an animal that is scared all the time, that doesn't really have much meat on itself.
It's protein poisoning.
Protein poisoning, ah.
It's caloric content from protein. So your calories come only from the protein in the rabbit, not from any of the fat, because it doesn't have any.
Yeah.
So over time you would just starve.
Starve to death. Which, like, you're killing a small animal, like a rabbit, that wouldn't really benefit you in the long term. In the case of cows... I
presume the only reason people did it is because you could breed them so much.
Yeah. But, like, it's just... It's like if you're...
I've never had rabbit, but...
Well, it's not very it's more of a rich person food nowadays because not
Yeah,
many
who the
people
hell would
farm
ever
it.
eat a rabbit?
Yeah, it's more of a rich person food. I don't know why I went with the very high class British person voice, but I went with it, and I'm continuing
I
to
like
use it.
referring to certain foods as peasant food sometimes. For
Yeah.
no reason than just to do so.
Well, that's basically what they used to call them, so may as well call it.
Like, for
peasant
some
foods.
reason, like, I love porridge. But every time I make or see or eat porridge, I always think, this is like peasant food. You know? You
I'm
wouldn't see a
such a
royal
peasant.
eating.
Like, that's what you're
But
saying.
you
to
wouldn't
yourself.
imagine like a royal eating breakfast and they're eating fucking porridge.
I think the Queen literally does that.
Yeah, but that's the queen. She's different.
She's just a lovely little old lady. Even my
Has
grandmother
she?
liked her.
Has she hit 100 yet? What's she doing?
She's 96 or 7. She's nearly there.
Oh, she's like the same age as my great grandparents.
She was the same age as my grandmother was at that age. Yeah. She's nearly there.
My grandparents are still alive.
Mine isn't, so good for you.
Oh.
Good for you.
Oh, I didn't mean to brag. I just
Good
meant
for
I thought
you.
I thought you meant that you thought mine were dead. And I'm like,
no,
they're still
like
good.
it's like when she was at that age. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, she's probably going to live until she's 100 or longer, unless her son decides he wants to be king. Which is
I don't
thing...
think a poisoning would happen at this point unless he gets so fucking frustrated, like if she hits 120 or something.
I don't think he will poison her because I think he would actually be tossed out of that, like out of England if he tried that.
Isn't there a thing where you can't be legally prosecuted for crimes once you turn 100? Or something?
You think the Queen is going to go out of her way?
No, that's not what I meant.
I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
You'd be arrested in the church.
The thing, you can be called for. You can't go into. You can't do community service. That's the thing. Because my grandmother was 97 and she couldn't do community service and that sort of stuff because like she was too old. And basically they couldn't rely on her to be able to sit in like an area to listen to somebody for hours on end and make a decision on somebody's life. Like she wouldn't even do it anyway because she wouldn't give a damn.
No, you can.
You can?
Well, I just found an article for the trial of a 100-year-old alleged Nazi guard.
Yeah,
so...
you can be like put into crime, but like you can't do community service or that sort of stuff. It's like doing jury duty. That's what I mean. Can't do that sort of stuff.
What the fuck? 99-year-old woman checks get arrested off her bucket list. Good job, Granny.
Good work. Get arrested.
She just stepped on someone's private property and was like, hey, can you call the guards, please?
That's a granny who knows her priorities. I
want to get arrested for at least once in my life.
She's like, I was way too criminal. She was literally the master criminal and all she wanted to do. I just wanted to be arrested at least once.
Just once.
Granny knows what she wants.
To be in prison just once.
She wants to shift someone with the prison shift.
She's probably thinking, you know what? I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. I have a bed. I can get a TV. Like, you know.
You could do the same thing in a fucking nursing home if you wanted that. Oh dear.
Maybe she just wants, like, you know,
she just wants to be top. She wants to be top bitch.
At 99 years.
Oh dear.
I think I know where I got the 100 thing for. Is I think with D.B. Cooper, the guy who jumped out the plane with money, that even if he, it was a thing where they wanted to find out who he was, they never found it out, and then they brought down a thing where if he like brings himself to the police that when he turns 100, they can't arrest him. but never happened. So people are like, "Who the fuck was DB Cooper?"
I'm gonna die.
But I also, oh, you did.
I jumped off the thing because I didn't want to go eat. I'm trying to build up a stock of food before I go adventuring. I'm happily dying just to keep my food reserves up. Oh god.
So yeah, legal system is funky.
Yeah. Usually has trouble working out, but
I like that you can't carry trout suspiciously in England.
drugs suspiciously.
No trout, no suspicious trout in this country.
Oh,
We'll
God.
know.
We'll know. If we look at you, we know you're suspicious.
There's this guy who like tried out all these ridiculous like laws in England, and he didn't get arrested because most people have the common sense of like, yeah, it's stupid to arrest people for these things.
Yeah. Oh god. It's like.
But
oh,
I think the
dear.
trout thing was because people used to smuggle drugs in trout.
Well, there might have been another stupid reason. Like, England did have a lot of stupid laws back in the day. Especially...
Queen swans, you can't steal it, you get shot.
Yeah.
You won't.
Trying to steal a fucking swan. Yeah,
They'll
try to
find
steal...
you.
Go steal a swan. You're going to get
They'll kill
clobbered. You're going to get clobbered by a fucking swan.
They're deadly.
They're deadly. They're like geese. They'll fucking kill
Worse. I think their wings are stronger, right?
Geese can break your legs, so...
Swans can break your arms.
Yeah, so basically, don't fuck
How
with those animals.
strong is my password? A gorilla. Wow.
Is a gorilla. Probably
Very.
quite strong. Quite strong.
It's like 4 times a human, right?
I think so.
Or something like that.
Something to that
swan.
equation.
Oh.
Hmm?
But the danger is overrated, and it's a myth that they will break your legs or arms with their wings. They're not that strong, but it's mostly
that sounds like someone
one
who is
roster.
like hoping to get like somebody killed.
What about geese?
Geese are definitely, because I've heard actual people getting their legs broken from them. They are actually a danger because they're absolute bastards.
Can you punch a goose?
Can you punch a goose? That's a literal...
Who's googling if you can punch a goose?
Can you punch a goose? Oh dear. Like...
Oh wait, this is a different Google. So this one says swans, geese, and other large water water birds are all capable of breaking every bone in your body and also causing you to be burned beyond recognition. What the fuck am I reading?
Burned?
Burned?
It sounds like they're the fucking mafia.
They can do this to hundreds of people at once. What am I reading?
I think this is an
Oh!
unreliable source.
What are you talking about? Google's the most reliable source.
I thought
How
you
do
were
you
on
fight a
Wikipedia.
goose? Who's fighting geese?
I think Lydia has been on your computer. Because these are type of jokes she would say. How to fight a goose, Lydia. That's Lydia.
Can a human beat a goose in a fight? Can a human beat a goose?
I think if we eat geese, I think it's a possibility that we can defeat and beat up a goose and win.
Ireland doesn't really farm geese, don't they?
We do, actually. It's just not as commonly eaten here.
It's more common in Poland. We don't even have them in, like, most... Because here, geese are, like, in rivers and shit, and we rarely see that.
They used to be eaten quite a bit back in when my grandmother used to do things. Actually, my mum actually described one of the dishes that they do, and it's absolutely gore. It's absolute gore for Christmas. Basically, what they do is use the blood of the goose on the goose and
What's
sugar.
happening?
It was such a weird thing she decided to go into. So
Are you drinking the blood of your enemies? What's happening?
It sounds like a satanic ritual. basically a recipe for goose in Irish people. They used to do this. Is that they used to drench the goose in the blood of the goose. They used to put the goose on top of the blood of the goose on top of the goose, and have sugar and stuff, and they would make black pudding sort of stuff on top of it. Blood pudding, as it's commonly known here. It's basically just
Isn't that
congealed
pork?
blood. That's in pork, but it's also done with goose blood for Christmas.
Thomas, why are your traditional recipes bleeding out animals and congealing their blood?
Because it's a way of preserving the blood and eating it.
Yeah, we ferment shit. We don't fucking bleed out animals and bathe them in their own blood.
We didn't have much, like, when it comes to, like, literal, like, salt and that here. We didn't have access to it as often.
You're surrounded by sea.
Yeah, but do you think people would have thought of drying out salt water?
I would hope so.
Did you think that Irish people would have thought of that when they were uneducated?
I would hope so. You don't have to fucking be educated to go in the water in the sea and be like, "Ow, my eyes burn and it tastes salty."
Well, Irish people weren't even allowed to fish in the countryside anymore during that time period.
Did Irish people use salt?
Probably did, but I'm just like thinking of like they wouldn't use it in a dish. Or like to preserve things like for eating immediately. It would have been used for
these ancient Celts used salt to treat physical and mental disturbances healed by... Oh, they do use it to preserve meat as well. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like...
For a second there, I thought you used it to like heal yourself, but you didn't use it for meat, and I was gonna be
like,
very...
What the fuck? It's like... Well, they were like... They did have like their little rituals too. Oh dear.
But rock salt was brought to Ireland in the 18th century.
Yeah.
So you use salt, I presume seawater salt, and then rock salts.
Yeah.
My stomach is upset.
Okay, so we'll be stopping soon.
Oof,
Well, we're nearly on the 3-hour mark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, Polish people just ferment everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If that wasn't exactly common around here.
Cabbages, fruit, vegetables, mushrooms. I think that's a crime, and I don't agree with it, but we ferment mushrooms.
Okay.
I like mushrooms in most dishes. I refuse to eat them fermented.
Like, I'll eat a boiled mushroom, but like not as... Like, a steamed mushroom is nice.
There's a bunch of ways we eat them. The ones I enjoyed, which I had for Christmas, were fried in bread batter. Those were nice.
Bread batter?
That's
basically just a breaded mushrooms?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But you dip it in egg and then...
Yeah, that's
you dip it in egg and flour and bread.
That's basically what they do with all those chicken breast things that they have and things. It's just
we do that with most meat.
Yeah, it's a great way of eating meat. If you want to add more calories.
It's good for preserving, because you would dry out the bread, which would last longer, and it would increase calories for your meat.
Yeah.
We were just trying to survive.
Like most people during that time period. Like...
Also, I think because we had harsher winters, we got used to preserving things over the winter.
Here it would have been just like, if you don't have meat, you're screwed.
Fish!
Fish, during the penal law system, was actually illegal. You could have gotten killed for that.
Oh, how dare you feed yourself.
Yeah. And in fact, they actually depict a lot of the penal law systems very well in a movie called Under the Hawthorn Tree. Where
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
Basically, in the first act, they bury a baby.
That's fun.
Yeah. Under a hawthorn tree, and that's where they base the whole story from.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, because even nowadays, my family still makes, like, jams and our own preserved shit.
Oh, goodness.
Which I guess is the equivalent of like Irish people still farming or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
we farm like every freaking day. Well,
Because we farm, but
that's slowly dying out nowadays because, well,
ours is more so like farming for the family as opposed to farming as a job or like the
yeah,
community.
and it's also like here it's also like freaking it's worldwide now for for us. It's an actual thing that we have to make sure that we do, otherwise our country's fucked.
Yeah, we do it just to have food at home. That's really it.
Oh god, like I
And
hate
I
when
guess
people
to
like think
sell to the
that
community.
here's a oh dear, I think the server just crashed.
Oh, that's fine. We're ending soon, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to finish off the rest of my house hopefully. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, just basically there was a whole thing recently about with the butchers in Cork, and a load of people were going around, mostly vegans, were causing trouble down there. And basically what they were doing was harassing old women for eating meat. It's like, why harass an old woman who's like in her 90s about eating
Here's
meat?
what I don't get about all these vegan and I guess most movements like that.
Yeah.
Don't harass the people, harass the companies. Like, what is the people gonna do?
Like, the farmer's not going to do anything because he's the person at the start of the chain who's
Like,
getting
some
shafted
people
by the
could.
big corporation.
Like, some people generally can't afford. Like, the same thing with, like, ethical clothing or whatever. Some people can't afford
Yeah, like
nicer clothing.
pleather. Like, what? That's not exactly in everybody's price range.
I have. Okay, Thomas, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have pleather shoes. They're not that expensive.
Really?
No, the ones
No.
I got are. I got ones that are vegan leather, and I got them at a discount, and they went down from 90 to 60, so they're
That's
affordable.
still, like, that's a very expensive.
For a pair of. No, for a pair of good shoes, paying around €100 normal.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, that's not insane.
I
Like,
don't normally spend €100 on shoes. I'm just saying that.
yeah, but I don't buy pairs of shoes. I have 2 pairs of shoes that I've purchased in this last year. And I don't think I'll be buying any more. No, listen, it was last 2 years that I've bought 2 pairs of shoes.
Oh crap.
Well,
I fell from my roof, which is literally higher than the rest of the house. It's so freaking high.
because the thing
dear.
is, right, if I'm in a position where I can afford like sustainable clothing, I'm going to buy it instead of mass buying like every few weeks because my clothes are like falling apart. You know? Like, no shade on pennies, but like that's not gonna last you a year. It's gonna get holes, it's gonna stretch out, it's gonna lose color. But if you need to and you can't afford anything else, like, I'm not gonna fucking throw shade. Like, you do what you gotta do.
And like the whole thing with the vegan movement and all that, and just saying that like farmers are not doing anything for the environment. We do a lot more for the environment than you would do. I'm sorry to say.
To be fair, I think a lot of the criticism comes more so
to government
from what I've
shifting
seen.
blame currently.
I meant more so American farming methods, because I feel
American
like those are a lot more cruel.
They're worse than every other version.
They're a lot more factory farming. It's a lot more like steroid usage.
I
like,
would
we have a
understand
lot
if you
more...
said that about pig farming in Ireland, because that is not exactly
No.
very nice to the pig.
Honestly, pig farming... I don't think people should pig farm. They're far too intelligent.
And they're also... Well, when you're going into pig farms, you'll understand why they have to lock them up in cages. But I wouldn't pig farm if you paid me, because Jesus Christ, it's too disgusting what they do to pigs. But I wouldn't wouldn't give up the meat if people paid me either, because I like eating meat because it's nice.
I could, because I've done it before, and there's nothing really keeping me eating it. I've a lot of other options, and just culturally, I have the like food to be able to manage to eat without meat. Mostly.
Also, the fact like if I did eat if like here like culturally, it's just kind of like hypocritical. Like, you're Irish, you have like heritage with the famine. and you're kind of
I
forced
will
to
say
eat veganism and you die
I
for it.
I will say I would more likely go pescatarian than
Yeah.
vegetarian. I'd never go vegan. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
vegan is just
I honestly I know my body and I know I'd fucking ruin it. Like I need
mm,
protein. Like when I was vegetarian, I would eat eggs like daily because that was
mm,
mostly where my protein was coming from.
mm.
If I didn't, I'd be fucked. Like
Oh god, like, and
not a
plus like you
chance.
never realize what is like made from like meat products, like jelly. That's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is like a meat product.
Oh, you mean like Jello shit?
Yeah, jelly and
Oh
like
no, you mean like
jellies. Yeah,
jellies
jellies.
for
Like
sweets? Yeah,
that's
I hate them.
that's meat. Like
Yeah,
anybody who thinks it isn't, it is meat. It
it's
comes
like
from hooves.
congealed fat, isn't it?
It's the inner side of hooves.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Basically, that's what it
And
is.
also a lot of sweets use like beetle dye for the
Yeah,
colors and shit.
which is natural. It's just you don't want
Like
to
I
think about it.
honestly I don't like eating sweets that much. The thing I eat that are sweet are usually chocolates or like cakes
Myriad.
I bake,
That is literally how we met.
cookies.
I threw sweets at you too. That's how we met.
I didn't. I don't think I eat them. I think Lydia ate them.
Yeah, but like that's how we met because I was actually too
Yeah,
nervous to speak to you, and I was like,
I know.
I was like, okay, here you go. I tossed sweets at her. I was like, okay, that'll do.
It's fine as long as I can. Like, if there's a common interest and we can talk about it, I'm
Yeah.
usually okay. The only problem is I can't do small talk. It kills me. Like if there's 5 minutes of small talk and in that time I find out that we have some common interest,
Yeah,
at least I can work off that.
you can
I
work
can't do
off
small
it.
talk for like half an hour. I can't. Like what
That's
am I
what we've
supposed
been
to
doing
talk
pretty
about our
much.
neighbors? No, we've been talking politics, Thomas.
Yeah,
What are you talking
politics.
about?
Well, that's technically small talk.
Is it?
Technically.
Not in the land of America, you get shot for stating your
Merca.
opinions.
Merca. Oh god.
No opinions, I
I
guess, or
actually have
something. I don't
relatives in
know.
America who actually believed Trump was a good person. Yeah, I told
Dude,
them that this was going to happen. We're not going to speak about him, but he was a dick.
I saw someone call him an overgrown Cheeto.
I called him a
That made me
tangerine the
happy.
entire like he was in
Yeah.
presidents. You knew about that. Like it's literally what I called him. He's no Cheeto. He's a tangerine.
Like isn't what Biden doing is literally undoing everything Trump did and going back to what Obama was doing because Obama was doing a good job.
Yeah, Obama did a good job. It was just like the idiots who decided we want a person who's a racist craphead.
No, what happened is there was famine, and we can't have famine running the country. I genuinely saw someone, some idiot. I think it was I don't fucking know. It was some dumbass on the internet being like, if woman was in power, there'd be war every month.
Well,
because of periods, and I'm like,
what?
No, that's
no.
the thing. That was what he was saying, and I'm like, how?
That's not the reason. That's not the reason.
Are you saying that would happen, Thomas? Is this?
It could happen, but it wouldn't be like every month or anything. Like you have to like see that women and men do go to war, no matter who the fuck they are. They'll go to war.
How about this? Can we stop fucking equating gender to fucking anything?
Yeah, like it's literally whatever gender you are, you're still going to go to war if somebody fucks you over.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. No matter what gender you are, you're
certain circumstances I would agree.
Yeah.
Like I would always like to avoid it, but going back once again to my history, I'm like, yeah, there's been clear moments where we couldn't avoid it, and that was the only option we had.
For fuck's sake, don't talk about like fucking Trump is literally the definition of that whole argument being crap. Like he literally.
The thing is, I genuinely think he was too incompetent to do anything too bad or too good.
Oh no, that is literally the current Prime Minister of England who literally got caught doing a bingo tournament last year.
Bingo?
Yeah, bingo. During lockdown with 2 other people sitting next to him on a live cam. fucking idiot. Literally
I hope he enjoyed himself.
He ordered a investigation to see if the thing was actually real. Fucking idiot. There's literal visual evidence given to the BBC over it.
Also, wasn't there some political guy in Britain who traveled for some meeting or party during COVID?
Yep, that was literally a part of it.
God damn it.
That was literally a part of the scandal.
I can understand if you have to travel for meetings and political shit,
Not parties.
but parties? Mingling shit? Like,
you wouldn't see an Irish government official do that. Literally, we saw an Irish official do that.
Yep.
Yeah. He was caught literally red-handed in a Irish airport.
Luckily enough, though, enough people were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That he was like, "Oh, funny, actually, I forgot something at home."
Oh, I can't party. It's like, fuck's sake. Like, if you're in a point of power and you're telling people to stay at home, maybe you should stay at home. Maybe don't get caught.
Hypocrisy is the worst thing for a nation. The second they see the government be hypocritical, there's no way of controlling your people.
Yeah. Like, it only works... Like, the Irish government did not work until finally a competent one got in charge.
I'm still waiting for one in for Poland.
Yeah, you need a competent government to start off. We
had a good one that got rid of the communism, and then it's been downhill since.
The Irish government got lucky quite a lot recently, but then, like, we might be going downhill again.
Honestly, it's not the worst. Your president's pretty chill.
Yeah, he's lovely. He's our little
Michael
Yoda.
D's pretty good.
I keep on officiating that he is literally the definition of a small Yoda. He speaks in Irish. He's just, if you painted him green, put him in a brown robe, he's Yoda.
I guess.
Yeah. Like, he speaks in wise words. He's just a nice little guy.
Or the Hobbit.
Yeah, he could easily be a Hobbit as well.
Oh, llama trader!
I've not seen a single one in my jungle.
Traveling, what are you selling? Useless things! Haha!
Now you can murder him for his llamas.
Tulip melon, light blue dye, flowers, coral, pufferfish, all of which I can receive myself.
Now to murder him for his llamas.
Oh, I don't have a shield, I forgot.
Oh, shields? Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting about shields.
They're pretty useful. Ow. Ow.
Just getting murdered by the by the llamas?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Like, I remember when, like, the last presidential election for Ireland was literally one was a Trump, individual. Literally, we all voted against him pretty much.
We just picked Michael D again.
Yeah, because he's just a great president.
Yeah, like, the fucking political parties tend to be a bit weak, but other than that, like, you guys got pretty good.
Yeah, we got a good selection of nice people. A good selection. What was the gasp for?
The llama spat up my bird.
Little shit.
Yeah. But yeah, even still, I would like to move out of Ireland someday.
Well, can't be helped. Yeah.
I was looking at somewhere, and I want your reaction, because I think the reaction I've been getting so far are very fun.
Hmm?
So, Finland.
Finland?
There we go! Every fucking time, everyone looks at me like, why the fuck do you want to go to Finland? And I'm like, that's the point!
I'm just like, huh?
That's the thing! No one ever thinks about Finland.
But is there anything there? I just can't think of anything, really.
Yeah, like the Northern Lights, they got a bunch of ski shit, like temples. not
What's
temples, fucking castles.
temples, castles.
Temples.
Europe's
Uh,
most common equity. So,
Supposedly one
oh
of the
dear.
safest countries in Europe, which I appreciate. They got a very good education system, which is also good. And another thing I looked at is maternity leave there is fucking fantastic. And they send you a little baby, like, bin,
A
which
baby
is just a.
bin. Just a
I also,
baby.
when I read that, I was just like, what the fuck is a baby bin?
It's a
But
crib.
essentially, it's
It's a
like.
crib, isn't it?
It's like a whole container they ship to you, which like diapers and like
Oh, that's
nappies
actually
and a
very
bunch of
useful.
baby stuff. Yeah, and
So basically, support for the
honestly,
mother. Like, it's an actual
yeah,
useful thing.
they got a maternity leave. I think also for the father. I don't know how long though,
We do have
and
that here, it's just not as
yeah,
long.
not as long. And the only thing I saw that's really an issue is just like because it's like a very, it's known to be a very happy country.
Yeah.
Uh, people who are depressed there are really depressed, and
Oh,
there's like
God.
a decent amount of alcoholism. But I'm like, oh, that's fine. I've grown up around alcoholism,
Yeah,
and
alcoholism is quite common here, which is just how
and
it
in
is.
Poland. And
Yeah.
another
Well, you
thing
can't
is
blame us for
that
being alcoholics. Like, it's literally the thing that we were known for a very long time. And also the
yeah,
fact
I
our
mean,
country is depressing as shit.
I'm not blaming anyone. You don't need to defend yourself. I just
Well, I don't
stated a fact
drink.
about.
I don't
I don't
drink,
either.
so yeah.
But yeah, and also there's the whole midsummer thing.
Yeah.
So their like winters are really short and their summers are like really long, but not short, but like days are short and the
Hmm.
days are long during the summer. But other than that, it seems pretty chill. They got a shit ton of like saunas everywhere, and I'm like, I
So the
don't
whole
really like
Japan thing is
saunas.
out the window for you then.
You see, Japan, in theory,
It
is
wouldn't
great
have
to
worked.
visit.
It's a great
The
visit, but like
problem
it's
is,
not exactly a great place to live.
they have so much fucking paperwork, first of all. And
Yeah.
another thing is, it's safe, but they're really not good when it comes to female safety, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
I know what you mean.
And they're also not very
There
good at
there are several
prosecuting
reasons.
people who do not assist in that female safety, meaning less than $100 fine for assaulting someone on a train
Oh god,
publicly.
yeah, that's one thing I
You
would
know,
love to not happen to anyone.
so if I want to go
Oh
there and
god.
if I want to have kids there, I'm like, that's not something I want to
No,
deal with.
you don't want to deal with that sort of shit. That's why a lot of people leave the areas of that region.
Yeah.
Because that sort of thing happens a lot, sadly.
Also, I don't want to go through like fucking 50 billion piece of paperwork just to set up like a bank account there. I'm like, Finland's part of the EU. It's fine. It's easy.
EU,
Just
you
go
just
there.
transfer the money and then you're fine.
Yeah. The only thing is I'll probably have to learn some Finnish, but apparently, like, I think 60% of the population can speak like very good English, so that's good.
Oh god.
What's it?
Finland,
Finland.
Finland's language? Finnish?
It's Finnish, yeah.
Yeah.
Which the northern regions always make fun of, saying it's a dumb language and stupid.
Well, it's a
Official
dumb name.
languages.
It's a dumb name, but
Official
still.
languages are Finnish and Swedish. What's the whole English? 70% of the Finnish people can speak English. Sorry.
That's a very high percentage.
Yeah, because it's a very well-educated country. They take
Yeah.
teaching very seriously, apparently.
Apparently Ireland's is quite high on the education scale, but like it's just
And also, you know what's a good
it's
thing about Finland?
Hmm?
Who the fuck would want to invade Finland? You know?
It's pretty cold, isn't it?
There's no reason to.
Like oh god,
Like,
no one would invade Ireland either, but like there's no point unless it's like a Northern
well,
Ireland problem.
that's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
That
The
is
same
always
with
going to be a
Poland.
thing, yeah. You just don't want to be here because that could happen at any
I was
time.
also looking when it comes to countries for like safe enough like police systems, because Poland doesn't have that. The Irish Gardaí, they're competent, but like
Competent
if it,
is a very strong word for them sometimes.
yeah,
they're competent enough. They just
The thing
have
is,
some
I think
problems.
Ireland is safe enough for people not to feel like they need a Gardaí to be
Yeah,
around. But if you do need them, chances are it's gonna take a while, or it's
yeah.
not gonna be solved
They were actually planning on
fast.
making Ennis the main hub for the guards for the Limerick Kerry Munster region.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that
Have it
that
in Limerick. Limerick has way
and the
more.
thing is, they did the same thing to the healthcare, and as a result, they kind of bottlenecked the healthcare as well in Clare, Kerry, and thing. You know the
The
whole thing of
healthcare
yeah
should either be Limerick or Donegal, I'd say.
for this region. Um,
Oh, for this region, I don't know,
for
maybe
this region,
Cork, not fucking
not
Ennis.
not Cork, because Cork is too far away.
Okay then.
It's too far away
Shannon?
for this. Shannon is not big enough, and also it
Huh.
would be bottlenecked as well. The thing is, you'd need one in each town, and they're trying to do that now because they found that it's causing trouble.
When he found it, a fucking health system here is always shit. They just didn't realize
Yeah.
it because there wasn't enough COVID cases.
Well, they found it's been a lot more of a problem
Okay,
since
I
COVID.
feel like that was a bit harsh. It's not shit. Waiting times
Yeah.
are horrendous, and there's not enough health workers. Is
Well,
what I meant.
I know full well that waiting times are terrible. I waited nearly 12 hours to get freaking a bed in a freaking trolley, and ended up at a fire exit. Not even kidding.
I spent 2 weeks separately getting an X-ray, separately fucking going to the dentist, then going back to the dentist after getting my X-ray, because of my wisdom teeth. Right? They wanted to check things out. That took 2 weeks, just all overall. I spent like 100 something, like I think it was 170 something euro altogether, which is affordable compared to, like, I suppose, like America.
Yeah.
But our taxes are also very high, so that's also annoying. Whatever. But
Oh dear.
in the end, they were like, it probably won't cause you any issues, and they just brushed my teeth and let me go off on my way. And they took the X-ray from me, so I couldn't even keep the X-ray I fucking got and paid like 50 euro for.
That's why I usually photocopy any official documents like that.
I know. That was the point where I was like, next time I'm keeping 2 copies of me.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Like, that's what my doctor literally tells me. Like, if a doctor gets a hands on like a document like that, they'll just take it and not give it back to you. And it's just like, ugh.
I was wondering why I was hearing the fucking phantom scream at me when I was looking at your stream and realized it was me.
Oh dear. So you have phantoms currently. We should sleep.
Oh, I logged out.
Okay. I'm just going to quickly grab this tree and try and finish the rest of my house. Yeah, the healthcare system needs work here, and it didn't it didn't need work back when the recession hit, because they literally shut down Ennis Hospital to all outpatients except for the elderly.
And now it only serves the elderly.
Yeah. And they didn't even have an X-ray machine there. I was literally sent to Limerick for it.
Oh yeah, they didn't have an X-ray machine in the dentist. I had to go to the fucking complex on the outskirts of Ennis because that's where they did the X-rays for your face.
Yeah, that's like,
you know,
it's so stupid.
It is.
Like, they rent, like, here's a fun fact. In Dublin, there is a warehouse filled with electronic voting machines. They don't use those. For what? They were supposed to enforce them into, like, buildings which had voting, so that people wouldn't have to have all ballots and all this, and just have electronic voting.
Yeah, that's way better.
But the thing is that they couldn't...
They don't get money.
They couldn't actually use them everywhere. Good thing, because the server's about to shut down anyway. Yeah. So basically...
Why not?
It's just like, literally, they spent... I think they spend about €1 million.
Where's this built?
This is in... these are like all... It's not built. It's in a warehouse. These are all in a warehouse. They were bought
Okay, how about you
and stored.
place them in a voting building in Dublin if you only can have it in one county because that's the capital, and call it a
They were
day.
supposed to give it to every single voting area. That's the problem with
But
it. But they couldn't do it because logistically they couldn't make sure that the item would stay in that location.
what is someone gonna fucking steal a machine?
Have you
For
heard of
voting?
thieves? Have you heard of thieves? They do shit
For
like that.
voting!
I know.
It's a machine for voting!
I know.
Then put it in a government building, in a fucking bank.
Like,
I don't know.
They do, like, they were supposed to give it to schools in every region, but the fact was at the time, when they decided to do it, they were shutting down every school that had a voting building at the time.
Here's the thing, how is that any more or less risky than just having paper thrown in the box?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, they were just being so stupid. They just bought all these fucking things and never used them. They just never used
Ireland's
them.
in debt. It's all the immigrants' fault, not our stupid spending decisions.
And actually, we're not in debt anymore.
I'm glad for that.
We're
I'm
actually
fucking tired of
we're
hearing
the
it.
highest GDP in Europe at the moment.
Good job, Ireland. Is that why I
Yay.
pay so many fucking taxes and I have to message them every
Pretty much.
fucking year on Christmas because
Pretty
they
much.
tax me too much?
Pretty much.
Thomas, do you want to know how much I got taxed on the week I got my Christmas bonus?
How much?
Shoot.
I'd say it's like in the 50s or 60s per tax. Because that sounds about right.
So shoot an estimate. I got, for my Christmas bonus, I believe I got 800 plus my weekly wage.
Jeez, that's a big bonus.
Yeah, our company's for some reason really wealthy.
Yeah.
And plus one, so it's 2 weeks of wage and a weekly bonus. So how much do you think I got taxed? Like, rough estimate.
Because I was getting very high taxes near the end of my, near the end as well. So, about 50, 60 euro. About that.
Tax. P-A-Y-E.
Yeah, P-A-Y-E.
1,400, Thomas.
What the fuck?
I messaged them because I need to get that money back because everyone in our fucking company got taxed way fucking high. But when I look at that and I see that that's almost like half of what I got fucking paid, I'm like, excuse moi.
Excusez-moi.
But I am a single, unmarried, fucking 21-year-old, and you're taxing me that fucking much.
Like,
and it's fine because the next week I got taxed 800, you know, that's fucking normal as well. Got message them again about that because that's fucked.
I'm just currently
yeah.
doing a bit of
I
design.
see, I'm looking, yeah.
Yeah, it really, that just...
Because here's the thing, I was wondering, because I was also... this is how you know I'm a fucking adult with a fucking paycheck, because I was checking the annual taxes of all the countries in Europe.
Yeah.
Ireland was one of the highest.
Yeah,
which is why I was like, oh, so I can move in most countries and not be worried because I'll be taxed either less or the same amount, except for if I move to fucking Denmark or something.
Yeah.
Which was tempting, but I was like, God, these are tiny fucking places.
Like, isn't there like oh god, like there's so many bloody areas in Europe that just you'd like to live there, but like the taxes are just ridiculous.
Yeah, isn't Norway like fucking huge? Yeah. What's the thing I was looking at? I had this whole website that calculated all this shit.
Okay. Just gonna quickly finish off the rest of this house. Okay, I just need to put stairs on the bottom of all of these, and then I'm done. Five minutes left. Might be able to do it in time. Crap. Crap! I'm almost there. Like, this country is nice to live in. It's just as long as we don't have the fucking thing to erupt up north. We're fine.
Is GDP the whole... Is that it? Is that what I'm looking?
The whole, like, country's worth and what we actually have in money-wise here. That's the whole country's, like, wealth.
I am looking at this map, and the guy that was yelling at me about Latvia being poorer than Poland is really not that big of a difference, so I don't know what he was smoking. Poland's what, 35.9k, and Latvia is 33.3k. So like...
Oh fuck, look at this!
Oh, just for comparison, Ireland's 99k.
Yeah, that's ridiculous and like thing. But look at what I've done.
You are building a breaking ladder. Oh, you made the roof crooked. Remember, Thomas, how you talked about you don't need to count blocks, you just build it whatever. Who cares how many you count? This is why you care.
This is a creative mode fix at this point.
No, Thomas, this is when you break either the roof or you break the bottom foundation and move it over so it's even. If you counted it to be odd...
The foundation is this whole building. I'm not doing
How unfortunate.
That. I'm going to fix this offline.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you all for watching. I am mad. Patricia's currently festering over her measly paycheck. And yeah, I'm going to really tear all that down and fix it up. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from us, even though we haven't done any Christmas things. But thank you all for watching. Looking at that fucking house made me actually go mad. Let's see who's live. Who is currently live on St. Stephen's Day? Or Boxing Day? Or whatever thing. I think the reason why they call it Boxing Day is literally because some region in the Commonwealth has like a whole tournament on it. I'm going to send you towards Inez. Enos. Amy's going to take very good care of you. If not, well, she's a very nice person, so I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to watch her content. But her Sims are actual nightmares. They're nightmares. Nightmares is a nice word for what she creates. Okay, so yeah. Also the thing, the reason why she uses she has like a whole thing with the word anus, because she uses a funny joke saying that she actually sends people to the wiki page for the town of Inez. It's the joke there. It's a nice little joke. I hope the frickin' raid thing is broken. It's having a little bit of a moment. I'm just gonna quickly close that. Okay.
I'm trying to see, Poland joined 2004, and so did a lot of Slavic countries. Slovakia, Slovenia, 2004. Was Belarus 2007? Hungary 2004, yay, Hungary. Latvia 2004, Lithuania 2004.
Okay,
I think that's when they were like, hey, fuck.
Channel. Did she just literally go offline?
Oh, are you still streaming?
Oh, it's because I'm misspelling her username.
Well, that'd probably be it.
It's AENUS. not ANUS. Dyslexia at its top class infrastructure. She's currently playing The Sims 4, probably working with her really, really odd Sims. I hope you all have a nice time. Thank you all for watching. See ya. We're still going to chat, so we're going to be chatting shit for a little while longer while we send you over. Thank you all for watching. Oh, dear. Yeah. Now.
I did. We talking shit.
We're going to talk shit now.
The fuck is Holy Sea?
Holy See? The Holy See is a,